Hey, welcome everybody. We are live. We are here with Nice and Blunt today. I'm super excited to have you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Pleasure to be here. Really.
Yeah. Hey, hold up. You say something?
No, I have the stream on a different super tab, and like only till it started was able to mute it. So we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
it's everyone.
And as you hear, he has a cat, and the cat is very active today.
Yes, she is pissed at me, and hopefully calms the fuck down. But we'll be okay.
All right. We're going to say hi to the chat, then we're going to hit the intro. We got Pepper Tony. What's up, Anthony? Haven't seen you back here for a while. Brainy Ballers, how we doing? We got Scott. All right, we're gonna hit the intro, then we're gonna get to know Nice and Blunt a little bit.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, babes, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
That Scataboo celebration, man, is just so fucking fire.
Yeah, I mean it absolutely gets me pumped up. Like it really does. Uh, so uh, how long have you been streaming? Cause
Me, man?
like, well, I guess you did videos, right? You did videos for a while.
Yeah. Just so she gets out of the way, let's let everyone know she's here. Calm the fuck down. I know.
Yeah.
Then put her away.
What's the cat's name? Since they're obviously the star of the show now.
Her name is Leia,
Leia.
but honestly, the only name she really responds to is like little girl. Like it's not really like a name that registers to her.
Yeah.
Uh, but back to your original question, the streams. I think I started late 2 years ago, like late July, and then last year started to pick up a little bit more. Where like at least starting in like May, I would have like a 3 streams a week minimum type of thing. But in general, it only really started to pick up last year.
Yeah. I mean you got what, like 9K ish subs, something like that?
Yeah, we're coming up on 9,900.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
And for anybody who wants to follow him, and we'll get back to it later as well, but in the descriptions, I put the link to his YouTube channel there. Uh, I listened every week to like your player takes and stuff. You did player takes per week really early in the week before we got news, and like I do rankings for myself for the daily stuff that early, and it's so hard to like, man, like this could go so wrong.
Uh-huh.
This like doing them because you would put them out like Monday night or whatever, or
Well,
Tuesday night, right? Generally,
sometimes, yeah. So I started to learn my lesson of like I know that these are probably going to be wrong with like injuries and like all of the practice reports that are going to come in. So like I
yeah,
used to kind of feel like I just need to get this out so that I have like content and like I as I get later into the week, I know I will be updating them and like final rankings are going to count. But I've kind of
right,
shifted more towards like, okay, well, if that's the case, let me just wait a little bit longer into the week to actually post who I think
yeah,
is the better player. So I'm still learning as well. Like it's a trial and error process, but
yeah.
I feel like I've started to hammer it out a little bit better.
Yeah, I really enjoyed them. Like like listening to a lot of different perspectives because like it's very easy to do your own rankings and then miss some, like just miss something in
Oh
the
yeah.
data. And whenever you hear other people talking, you're like, what am I doing? What I'm obviously wrong here. I got to shift the other way pretty fast, right?
There was a
Uh,
time when I was more concerned with being right, and then I kind of
yeah,
realized that that's such a losing battle.
I
And
mean it.
trying to be
That,
accurate is definitely important, but like to pretend like I'm not going to get some stuff wrong is like just
so
hubris. That's like inevitably going to
I
fail.
don't I
Like,
don't think I've said this on stream, but like in in my Discord, every once in a while, a bunch of us will just kind of get together and chat. And something I've said a few times there is like everyone who plays fantasy football is drawn to fantasy football for the same reason. And that's because we think we're the best and that we're going to be right. Every one of us like believe that.
You have to. You can't
Right.
operate any other way.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like that is the most relatable thing is no, I'm right. But then you get humbled. Like
Yes. Slowly you
yeah.
chip away at that ego until
Yeah.
you realize, oh, like even if I'm like at 70% right, I'm doing really, really well actually.
All right. So yeah, absolutely. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna join a big board.
Let's go.
And we're gonna go ahead and join the big board in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the grind. Fury, endless, picks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who waits, immortal.
And we are draft starting soon. You didn't join, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. Because Jamie got confused whenever I did it and joined in the war room. Uh, and I was like, oh no. All right. So we got Champ Steven here at the 101. We have Jeffa Jenkins hasn't outed himself. I've seen that in a couple of my streams. We got the 9. We got Legion Paul in the 10. Aaron Sandys in the 11. Ladies first at the 12. How is everybody doing? I'm gonna say go back to the chat. We got Aaron Sandy here. We got Chris Burkle. We have Jamie.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. Oh no, it's all good. I was just hoping that didn't happen again. Cause
yeah.
I like to like anybody who comes on my stream, I pay for the drafts, then we split the cost or we split the winnings if you get to a finals, because like there's no money until the finals, right?
Right.
So like once you get to the finals, which is very rare, then you worry about it.
If we actually make money, there's all the taxes involved, like there's a level of fairness involved, and like I trust you.
Yeah.
No
I mean, listen, if I'm trying to build if you're trying to build a brand and you get known for like not paying like that, like that's going to cost you more than whatever the prize was, most likely, right?
Your reputation is always an important thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, and like I'm a karma guy. I believe in karma.
But yeah, I also am just happy to be here, and like I'm happy to contribute in any way I can. So let's go.
Yeah. So Cobra, Jamie here actually made that song, and then I did the clips. I appreciate Jamie for that. Like I love it. I love the song. So what I did my own ranks today, by the way. But we'll go by ADP. What do you like here?
I mean, I would have gone CD over Amon-Ra, but sometimes I take that back. I'm honestly really comfortable with James Cook in this range, A-Chain in this range, and
Which
then
one? Yeah, we got 5 seconds.
We'll go James Cook.
James Cook.
In my heart of heart, I think James Cook is just a really, really safe pick.
Like CD Lamb to me is a very, very hard click.
There's so many variables with him, and having him on one of my like really important teams, going into like week 5 from a first round pick last year, he was actually like really living up. I was in a PPR league and I was like, shit, I'm glad I took CD Lamb instead of all the fucking problems that happened. And then he goes down and his touchdowns just fell off a cliff. It was just the George Pickens show in the red zone for the most part. And he should return, but like I'm a little worried that there's just not enough to go around.
All right. So what do you like here? We have James Cook, Trey McBride, Saquon, London. I've actually moved Jeremiah Love up.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with London as well.
London, either one's fine with me. I kind of like the receivers on the next turn a little more.
We often will get boxed out of running back in the next turn, so I'm fine with running back here. Jeremiah Love feels like a good pick.
Yeah, so I was fighting the Jeremiah Love is too pricey fight for a while. And maybe he is, but like he's gonna land in a better original spot than Genty almost for sure.
Right.
Like, and the spot most people want, KC, I think is the worst spot that he could land, not only as a KC fan, but for fantasy.
It's
Uh,
fine.
yeah, it's fine.
Just
Like, it's still better than the Raiders
yeah,
from last year, right?
it's not gonna be a problem. I think the hype train would be what like steams him up to maybe Jonathan Taylor level. And like I remember being force fed that CH was gonna hit back when he was a rookie and going at like the 6th pick. And like,
Yeah.
really? I have to take some of him. I can't just,
Bijan was the same way, right?
but
Like,
yeah, and Bijan didn't quite pay off his rookie season either. Like, there's so many risks, but at the same time, like, you just have to have some exposure, and the upside is legitimately in that top 5. So because of the prices, I'm fine with taking him there, and that's why I think taking running back in round 1 makes me more
Yeah.
comfortable, because like getting my pick of that group with James Cook or Achan or even Hampton and Genty, it just gives you a lot more flexibility, and you can tolerate the risk if Love doesn't quite pay off a little more. If he's a little slow,
Yeah.
I think by the time midseason he'll probably merit being taken in this region.
So the worst case scenario is something that I think is kind of on the table. And I've mentioned this before. Mike Rob mentioned it in Steve's chat earlier. But like, if he does fall a little bit, because I kind of think that all the teams that everybody thinks may take Jeremiah Love may just take one of those receivers instead, because they both have like the Commanders, Chiefs, and Saints could all use an elite receiver, right?
Absolutely.
And they all have elite quarterbacks, so it makes sense that they would do that. And running back is very deep in free agency. So I could see them lean towards free agent running backs and not take him. And if he starts to fall, like, it feels somewhat probable, not probable, but it seems like it could happen to where he goes to the Ravens and like halfway sits for the year. And like that would be horrendous. Like, just
No, that would suck. That would really.
that, like,
I don't think he can make it that far, but that would suck.
yeah, like, I think that, I mean, if that, so do you want to do Josh Allen? Do you want
I'm
a
fine
wide
with Allen.
receiver?
I love AJ Brown, but like until he gets traded, like there's a little hesitancy. But I genuinely think that,
Allen
you know
could.
what? Around the turn, there's a team with also 2 running backs. Let's take Josh Allen. No, let's take AJ Brown. I'm sorry. Let's take AJ Brown.
All right, hold on.
I'm
What?
fine.
Why? Why is it?
I'm fine either way.
Okay.
It's really not a problem.
Why is it like? Why did it do that? Why did it?
Yeah, I get stuck.
Why?
There as
Why
well.
did it do that? Like, so honestly, like, I was pretty happy to get Josh Allen there. This is my very first share of Josh Allen,
Oh, really?
and it's not by choice, really. It's when I'm on this end, Josh Allen always goes,
I see.
and I I love these wide receivers. So, um,
I'm not super in on Tet at that price. I know he could work out, but it feels a little high. However, in general, this area of the board with receiver feels really, really strong.
yeah, Lutz. He's a Chargers fan and he smokes. I'm an instant fan. All right, so I mean, Lad's here.
It feels a
Sure.
little high personally, but like, yeah, we need receiver. So
Lad, Wilson, or Adams.
they're all fine to me, but let's go Lad. I want to stay on brand. You got him in the thumbnail for a reason.
Did you like the thumbnail?
I love the thumbnail. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought about messaging you to find a better picture, but I think that it kind of worked. So
I think it works. I think that's
yeah.
fine.
I'm not farming like for millions of views or anything, you know. Like,
I'm
I
not
just
gonna get you that many, buddy. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
deliver on that.
Yeah, like, I'm not. I'm just like trying to get something that like doesn't look bad. Like, that's it.
You're good.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the cherry, but I haven't been able to get there. Like, It's not that I don't want to take him, but I haven't got it yet. Like it hasn't been on this side of the board. I think that on the front half of the draft, it's a little too pricey on Josh Allen. Like the third round.
It
I
by comparison to all of the peers at the position, it
Yeah.
feels that way. But
Yes.
then when you think about like where he's performed in the past, like last year, all of the round 2 picks, especially at receiver, were like fucking trash. And it's like, well, if you had just taken Josh Allen there, it would have actually worked. And given how every other quarterback has gotten more expensive, it's a little bit odd to me that like Allen's price is fixed where it was last year in context
What-
to everyone. But it's just what it is. So I'm fine taking it. I think you get so comfortable not worrying about the position too much later on that it gives you a lot of flexibility. I think Allen anywhere in the third is fine.
I think that Lamar, like the Lamar Jaden Drake May price, like being 2 rounds later or 3 even on 2 of those, it feels like Josh Allen being that high is probably not correct, but like Josh Allen also absolutely is delivered every year. Fantasy quarterback 1 or 2 every year.
He feels bust proof and like he never misses time. Like it's just such a safe pick. Even if he finishes like QB3, like it's not like you're gonna really fall off a cliff. But it would just be more so like somebody else fucking smashes ahead of him. But
So where are you at on these running backs like Swift
I
and Judkins?
I love Swift. I'm reluctant with Judkins. And then the other running backs in this range, in this round, I think are a little bit tricky. Like to trust that Javonte is going to be as good as last year, I think is a little naive right now. But if Swift is there, I like Swift a lot.
I really like Swift as well. I like him as well, but I'm cool. Do you want to go Swift or a receiver?
Our build to like lock in 3 running backs and be able to move
Yeah.
off for a long time, I think is nice. So
Yeah, I really like it whenever you get 3 running backs by Swift, basically.
yeah, no, Swift feels like a massive tier break, like the last person that you can actually take and like know what you're gonna get. And he's also
Right.
like still going outside the top 20 at the position, and it's been like 3 years in a row where he's been clearly a top 20 running back.
Yeah, and like people are worried about the running back by committee stuff, which is absolutely true. But he's the spike week guy of that committee as well, and he's more of the 60% guy instead of the 40% guy of the committee. So like him being higher does matter in my opinion.
Yeah, he feels like such a guarantee where like based on the team we have so far, we can just lock in on receiver for a few rounds, and I like some of the values going forward. And like you can always push tight end if you want to, but if we get a great value there, that's also fine. Like
Yeah,
it just gets so murky at running back where when you're forced to make that click in the coming rounds, it always feels wrong.
What do you think about Mike Rob's comment here? I think Ladd will be the biggest winner for the McDaniels. From McDaniels, and Gadsden and Hampton will be helped, but I think McDaniels goes back to wide receiver focused offense, and Ladd is his top 3.
I sure hope so. I mean, we're on the clock here, so
Metcalf, Tyler Warren, Harrison.
I have not clicked Sutton yet. I'm fine with Harrison, Metcalf, or Sutton. Honestly, whoever you prefer in this of those 3.
I prefer him because it gives you, especially with Allen, it gives you the late stack option possibly with Rodgers.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if we at this point, like we could just push like if Herbert comes back, we take Herbert, right? And then we're done. But if it doesn't, every time we can push quarterback. And if we don't get it, we just take Rodgers at 190 or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Like and with another guy, like with like a Malik Willis or whatever, like
Right.
somewhere. So like I like like for this team, especially having the elite already. I really like the Metcalf pick to be able to try to push a little bit.
I'm starting to come around on him where like I've not really clicked him very much, only like trying to get good price on him. And now I'm like, I might be sleeping on him because the Mike McCarthy wide receiver has smashed historically.
Yeah, like before they signed McCarthy, I wasn't really in on it. And when they signed McCarthy, it's like two things. Number one, I kind of expect Rodgers to be back at that point.
Uh-huh.
But even if not, it's fine. But when they get a quarterback, like even if it's Malik Willis, like
Uh-huh.
Metcalf moves up into the 5th round where he went last year. Like he moves up a full round almost for sure.
And I also feel like the prices these days are still very much a little bit recency bias to week 17. And given he was suspended at the time, like, like the fact that he won no one money, I think is kind of being held against some of these players, like not just him, but like a bunch of, and it's like,
I think he won some people money by not playing. You know? Like he definitely altered the outcome of week 17.
for sure.
By the way, if you're just popping in, if you could hit the like and the sub, that would be awesome. And also, if you enjoy the analysis from Nice and Blunt here, in the descriptions below, click that link, give him a sub. He deserves it. So
thank you very much. Back to that question that Mike Robb had real fast, because I don't think I wrote it down. I do think Gadsden is absolutely live to be a huge benefactor. Like the way that tight end has been used in McDaniel's system last couple of years, especially in the red zone. And Gadsden's like, other than a couple drops, I mean, fucking Chargers are cursed. Like there's going to be something that goes wrong. But in general, just from like a play call standpoint, I think Gadsden absolutely will go up. And then Ladd, just from the law of averages, has to spike up. I think moving off of Keenan will really benefit all of those pass catchers. So yeah,
like,
I think
it's still not 100% that Keenan's not coming back.
I would be pretty shocked.
I would too. Like I don't have much Parker, but I think
I would rather go Ricky Pearsall than Parker Washington.
I mean, you've seen my ranks, right?
These
are my ranks. I have Ricky above and I have Parker below, both by like 7 picks.
Yeah.
So like I'm fully in on that.
I think if Ricky Pearsall's here, like that's clearly who I'd rather have.
Absolutely. Like I was like, yeah, we could do this. And you're like, no, take the guy you like.
Nah.
Yeah.
Also, the Jags are so fucking crowded. Like,
yeah, I mean, there was the new
exactly what's going to happen there.
There was the new comment again on they're going to use Travis Hunter at corner, but like they have 3 receivers that have opportunities to get hurt. One of them's going to get hurt throughout the season. And the week that they're hurt, guess who's going to play a little more wide receiver? Travis Hunter. If Travis Hunter absolutely excels, do you think they're going to put it back in the bottle? Or like
for his last game before injury to be that explosive, like
yes.
Once something goes wrong, it's like you got to take the genie back out of the bottle. Like we need to see what this man can do. He's the 2nd overall pick.
You know, I don't even hate this pulling Algier all the way up here. He's not making it back, and I think that he's kind of underrated.
At the turn is justified. Like I feel like you can justify anything at the turn, but to be drafting a career handcuff in this range when like Tucker Kraft went like 2 picks before.
I mean,
like, this is what I mean. Where
did we just do it here? This is an 8.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Like
for at least from a unique standpoint, that's fine. Like we need.
Yeah, like that's 15 pick discount on a guy that neither one of us really like. Like getting some exposure here kind of makes sense.
So I'm really glad we took Pearsall ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I do think that like if Parker Washington is what he was last year, like in the last half, like the price he's at right now is not enough.
But we're hyping up like all of them. Like the hype on Brenton Strange's potential is like it feels like he's going too low.
He's my guy. He's my guy.
Yeah, it feels like we're in love with all of them. I'm of the position until like free agency is cleared and like the draft is sorted out. I just want Trevor Lawrence, and then I want to get the most opportune stack I can. But in general, that's just Strange because he goes last.
So that wasn't a new comment. It was a comment like it got brought up again, right? Like it was just more sources started talking about it, and like it became the forefront again. Like, but which just means more people heard about it, which means that Hunter's gonna fall again. Like, but yeah, you are right. It wasn't necessarily a new comment, and I just don't like. Yeah, where are you at on him? Like,
on
Jacoby.
Jacoby. The fact they gave him a contract has to mean something because like they were kind of like the Jaguars, not struggling, but like their offense was not the reason why they were competitive as often as their defense was. Their defense was really opportunistic. And then once they like ignored the Travis Hunter dilemma, once he got hurt and it was like, okay, well, now you're not forced to like feed him the ball and make this work. They traded for Jacoby and they fucking took off. What did they go? Like almost undefeated down the stretch until the playoffs. Like Jacoby
Yeah.
meant something to them and had really good chemistry. He's not flashy, he's not like exciting, but he gets the job done. And I think he's developed enough trust where they traded for him, they paid him. They're not going to just let him disappear. So that's where
Yeah.
I find some trouble really pinning down a specific Jags wideout like the guy.
So
there's just so many.
the way I seen it is that Jacoby Myers showed up. He was the only veteran in that like solid veteran in the room. So he had zero problem learning the Lee and Combe offense because he'd already seen stuff similar.
Uh-huh.
And I think that a lot of Brian Thomas's downfall was that like he was learning a second offense, and Cohen's offense is way more complex than the one he ran before. So that's like I'm kind of in on Brian Thomas because of that this year, but I'm not like sold that that's absolutely what happened, and that would make sense of why when Parker Washington really got his chance. So do you want Rico or Worthy here?
I see the ADP real fast. I think Worthy's where I'm leaning, but I'd like to see the ADP.
Yeah.
Just because of our receiver investment, I think Worthy's a solid one, but Kincaid there probably circles back. If you don't want to risk it, I'm fine taking Kincaid as well.
I think we risk it. Kincaid's been falling, so
let's do it. Let's go Worthy.
Let's go Worthy. Like, the stack that the Bills should have with Worthy and Josh Allen. Like, we're just taunting Bills fans here. That's all we're doing. Because they traded the pick.
I see.
Kansas City. Well,
Well, also like.
Emmett Johnson goes. Do you see where I had Emmett Johnson ranked?
I did. Well? Yeah. No.
That's my soft ranking. That's not where I actually would take him. So yeah, fully in on Kincaid here, right?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I do love some of the quarterbacks that go in this round just because it's like the last call at the position for like locked in.
If Purdy would have made it back to us, I would have taken Purdy.
Yeah.
But he went there. So let's review the team real quick for the audio listeners. We have a 1-3-5-1 right now. We have Josh Allen, we have James Cook, Jeremiah Love, DeAndre Swift, wide receivers, Ladd McConkey for the homer pick, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Parker Washington at a 15-pick drop, and then Xavier Worthy at a small discount as well, and then Dalton Kincaid for the double stack with James Cook for Josh Allen.
What's your take on Worthy? Do you think the shoulder injury in that Brazil game just like derailed his entire year, or is he just bad?
I think it's like over 50. Like I think it's like exactly 50% chance that it did. Like I don't know, right? He does have trouble getting off the line sometimes against heavy press,
and like,
but like Rice wasn't healthy early, or he was not healthy. He wasn't allowed to play football early, and like. That to me means that the defense could play more press on Worthy than they might have, depending on, right? So I think the whole scope of things affected it. And a guy the size of Worthy having to wear a harness, even if that harness is only like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, that's a big chunk. That makes him slower to some degree.
Yeah.
And it also changes his range of. It didn't look like his range of motion was that bad, but I feel like it had to have changed his range of motion to some degree. I've never been in that situation. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but logically, just thinking about it, it kind of feels like that would be what happened.
Well, the concern with him coming in, out of the draft was his frame and size, and when you're running full speed and Kelsey fucking wallops you, I I just don't think he responded well to that. And then because of their circumstances, they kind of had to rush him back a little bit. And I just don't think he ever had the right runway to take off. And then once Rice comes back, it's like, well, he's our guy. We got to make this work. And like, sorry, bud, but like,
Yeah.
it's just
I mean,
not
the
fine.
Tyreek Hill being released today stuff also is kind of negative for Worthy.
I,
Because
I'm really hoping Tyreek goes somewhere else than the
I
Chiefs.
I would love, and I think Steve would hate this, but I think the perfect fit is the Commanders. Like, I think the Commanders would be awesome.
They got the cap space.
Yeah. So this is ADP. Concepcion's here. Tyron Tracy's here. The tight ends as well. JCM. What do you
I'm
like?
willing to take a shot on Concepcion.
Yeah, we don't really we have one rookie, so
Yeah,
and he doesn't fall very often. So I like getting he only fell a couple picks, but he usually goes before ADP.
I
Uh,
also
we,
like taking rookie receivers with Allen because it feels very,
yes,
very safe to assume they're drafting at
the,
least one
I
rookie
don't
receiver.
I don't think Concepcion's the guy they will draft at all
Probably
because
not,
he's
but you just never know.
right. They do love a slot receiver. They sure love a slot receiver over there. They have like 9 of them.
Yeah, that's the only
uh,
thing
yeah,
they can scout, basically.
yeah, their scouting department can do that. So do you want to just pull up a
I would
quarterback
like to
here?
pass on QB.
Which one do you want?
No, I'd like to pass.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
I like Goddard.
Goddard sounds good.
Strange is fine, but we already have Washington.
Yeah. I mean, a team sack's still fine. Like we don't know where he's going either.
Yeah,
Um,
but he's super talented and like capable of giving you 20 points.
right, and if he lands, like one of these free agents is gonna land on the Commanders, and whichever one lands on the Commanders is gonna go up in price.
Right. If there's one player I think is likely to return to his team in free agency, it's probably Goddard. Like I know they have Calcaterra there, but like
Hmm.
he's been such a safety valve for Hurts over the years. Like I'd be a little surprised if they let him go.
Yeah, I would. You'd rather have Hill than Ayuk. Okay. It's like I didn't think he would agree with that. I hadn't talked to him yet about it. We got 52 watching. That's pretty awesome.
Yo, smash that like button, everyone.
Are you good to do a second draft as
Oh
well?
hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a second one. If we get to 50 likes, I'm going to do a third one, and you can stay if you want.
I'll chill around until
Yeah,
you're done. Yeah.
yeah, and like uh, the real goal is to hit the jackpot of on the Nice and Blunt stream to hitting the 420 subs.
Y'all have to deliver. Come on, dude.
That's what we need here. Anybody watching over on X, if you come over to the Who Hames YouTube channel, never mind. We have 0 watching on X because of the message that said that it's not streaming to X properly that we got earlier. So so there is that as well. This is a big board. Yeah, we'll be doing big boards. How about this? If we do get to 50 likes by the end of the second draft, we'll do a war room.
Okay.
So power's in your guys' hands.
Yeah, y'all all need to deliver now.
Yeah. So
wow, Rashad White early.
I mean, he wasn't going to make it back to him, and if he had,
I get it, but
Rashad White's been steaming up because everybody believes he's going to go to the Commanders at this point because of the ties. Look at these quarterbacks.
Very interesting.
We're basically like, let's look. Like, I mean, if Kyler's there, I think we take him just at a shot kind of thing. I'm pretty out on Trey Benson. What are you?
Are you out? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Or do you like him?
He feels kind of like he's trash. If he feels pretty overrated at this point.
The dude got beat out by a guy who got drafted in the 7th round at college,
and also
or
like
was undrafted. Who was it? It was I can't remember his name. Are you good here? Do you want to go a different position? Anything you see that you would love?
I think Pat Bryant is kind of interesting here. Like I'm kind of on board with like pushing QB. still. Like I don't like Kyler at all.
I think
honestly,
Kyler's underrated. I'm fine with like Pat Bryant's one of my most drafted players. If you couldn't have guessed,
I'm sure he is, but like
yeah, like I don't recommend him because I you're on board with the same thing as I am though. That like it kind of looks like Sutton got phased out a little bit at the end of the.
yeah, I mean Sutton's about to be 31, and like his only calling card is really touchdowns. It's not yards, and like they need that offense to develop, and I don't think Pat Bryant is going anywhere. I think he's
All right, if we're going to continue to push quarterback, because at this point we might as well, unless we want Penix. I think we need another running back, right?
Yeah, for sure. I like Braylon Allen decent amount. I love Tank Bigsby, but I think we can get him later.
Yep.
And then Sharp is interesting, but given his injury, I'll pass on Sharps on this team.
Yeah, I agree. Braylon is my highest rated guy as well.
Let's do it.
Looks like we have a lot of the same kind of feel. I like other than like James Cook, CeeDee Lamb, but like I try to mix them in some. Like I don't want Cook feels pretty safe.
The fact they brought Joe Brady, retained him, and like just upgraded him, like Cook is excelling purely tied with Joe Brady. Like once Brady took over as the OC, like Cook has been elite. So I don't see how as Allen gets older and they want to like take a little bit off his plate more over the years, like that James Cook is just they gave him the contract last year. Like there's no reason why they would shy away from James Cook.
So here's something else. I think that they're gonna be more pass rate over expected than they were before with Joe Brady calling the plays or being in charge completely. I know he called the plays, but McDermott, huge defensive guy, right? Like they generally want to run the ball a little more. I don't know if there was any pressure there on that or not, or if it was just Joe Brady. Like
that's fair.
You know, like
yeah,
I think maybe because offensive guys generally like want to pass the ball a little more, right? Like generally,
yes, but I'm like,
I don't know, but like if it's the way it was, like neither one are bad. But if they pass the ball more, that means Cook is like because Cook is a very capable receiver. He was just never really asked to do it. Right?
Yeah, I mean that was his calling card at Georgia. He was their receiver, but
he's cooking.
Cook is absolutely cooking.
Yeah.
But shit, I lost my okay, when you look at the Bills roster up and down, like especially on offense, they have this insane quarterback that's the best football player in the entire world, essentially. And then they have James Cook, and then from an athleticism standpoint, who the fuck else? Like there's just such a fall off on their roster from talent after James Cook that I just can't really envision them not giving him the same role.
All right, so all of the like we could get Bigsby on the way back if we want. We're basically bargain bin shopping for a quarterback at this point, which is fine. You've seen my ranks. I'm very bullish there, but we could do whatever. We could do any of these wide receivers or Samson. What do you want? I think he locked up. So we're going to do this. Try to back out and back in if you're listening. Yeah. I don't know exactly what happened. Hopefully he's not upset at that pick. Cooper's been raising so fast. Like his ADP just a couple days ago.
Hello?
What? Hey, there you are. I have to put you up in the stage for it to for you to talk.
Apologies.
Like Omar Cooper, like I pivoted and went over there because I think he's like I'm pretty positive he's going to be a pick in the 140s very soon.
Omar Cooper Jr. Yeah, it seems like he's steaming up the board, rising pretty fast.
And like I don't care about these quarterbacks. Like
again, I'm kind of okay pushing for.
I mean, I'm okay just taking Rodgers here to get the second.
That's fine with me. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine with me.
Unless we want to just
love
take it,
Bigsby.
like we could take
personally
Bigsby too. Like
love
it's up to you.
I mean, it's at this point it's super risky, but personally, I think in this round I'd go Bigsby over
Yeah,
Rogers. Like,
why not? We've been risking it the whole time. It's not
yeah,
worked out. What could go wrong? Let's
exactly.
let's just keep pushing.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows where we're going, but it'll.
Yeah. We don't want Aaron Rodgers, guys. We don't want him. He's all yours. He's all.
I'm starting to really love to click Tank Bigsby.
Man, he's one that like I keep looking at. I'm like, I need some more, and then I get to drafting, and like I take Omar Cooper every time, which won't be a problem pretty soon. So I'm probably going to get some later. I like him over like I like him equally with like Brian Robinson. I think Robinson's a good pick. I think that he should be going up there with like Vidal and those group a little bit.
No, I feel like he's like 2-3 rounds cheaper than where he should be. Like, because I mean, unless people are still believing in Shipley, like he's shown at least me enough to feel locked in that he's their RB2. And this feels like a year to fade Saquon.
I mean, last year felt like a year to fade Saquon,
Right.
and I had like 20% Will Shipley.
Of course, they trade for Vegas.
Yeah, like I just literally every bit of news that came out last year was like the worst possible thing for everything I did. Like it was like, okay, I guess just punch me right in the dick again. Like it's all good. I'm used to it by now. Just come on, just get it over with. Get it over with.
It's funny because I was never drafting Bigsby because of the Jag situation, and then obviously he didn't do anything. But it was like, thank God.
Well, like I had a whole
shooting. Holy shit!
So, do you want to push it again?
No, here I think is the move because we're also relying on like a third backup if we want one.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to push it again?
Here's the round to take it.
Like so. That's kind of why I like taking the Metcalf there. If we're okay stopping at 2 quarterback, and I think we just add a third, honestly, like a Mariota, something random at the end.
If Cousins is there around 20, I'm fine with Cousins.
But like the Metcalf pick made that feel so much better, right?
Oh, absolutely. Damn it, Freiermuth.
Yeah. That was definitely the pick.
I was about to say it, and I thought like, no, I know Ladies First is watching right now, and probably. Is ahead
which one of these running backs or tight ends do you like? We got Singleton, got Otten, you got Tonjes, we got Stowers, Chig.
Stowers and Chig feel interesting, but you can get them later. Otten's fine, Tonjes is fine. If you like a gut call on a rookie running back, I trust you.
If we want a rookie, let's go with Mike Washington. Let's try. I haven't clicked him for a while. I do think that he's going to become less of a favorite after the combine. I think he's not going to run as fast as people think he will, but I don't care about long speed at running back, like unless you're a top pick. Like if you're a top pick, I care about it a little bit.
You need to break the line of scrimmage first.
Like it's all like for me, it's acceleration to max speed that matters the most. Like that 10-yard split.
That 10-yard split is more valuable than the 40.
Everybody talks about it for like offensive linemen, but like very few talk about it for the running backs.
I mean, it applies to really every athlete when you think like it's in those short spaces when your opponent doesn't have the speed advantage. Can you get the separation?
S. here with elite chat. You said Slim Slug the plug. What a name! One of my favorite things to do in every draft is like just look at all the names because there's every once in a while you get an absolute legend. But yeah, Freiermuth to me, like the Rodgers, Metcalf, Freiermuth, I'm probably over double stack there, but it's so free.
Yeah, like, if we had not gotten sniped there, Freiermuth was 100% the pick.
It's like a 17, 18 plus 7th round thing for a double stack on a team that we expect their offense to be better, assuming he goes back to Pittsburgh, right? Like it's a risky thing because if he doesn't go to Pittsburgh, like you're wrong, but it
Well,
like Pittsburgh definitely wants him back. It's all about is he wanting to play again? And I don't know if he'll ever retire. Like you know,
it felt like he clearly had a year left in him when he was playing with the Steelers. Like when I did watch him and he was like excelling, he was what worked best for that team. When they lost, it wasn't really his fault.
yeah.
And knowing that he was like right there and competitive, I could easily see him feel like, that Jets stint was just so bad. I still have some meat on the bone. Brady lasted so long, and like, let's at least get one more playoff win or give it a try. If he's not with the Steelers, I'm convinced it would be the Vikings. Or I guess the Cardinals are worst case scenario because they got.
He's not going to go to a team with zero chance to make the playoffs.
Exactly. He's not going to Arizona.
Yeah, I've heard the Arizona rumor a little bit on different people. I don't think that would happen.
If not for Hackett, I would never consider it. But
right.
I don't think it's enough to lure him. It already crashed and burned once.
All right. So do you want to solidify whatever quarterback you want, or do we want to get one of these 3 tight ends?
Click on ladies first team. Which 2 quarterbacks do they have?
They have Lamar and Trev.
I'll take Kirk Cousins.
All right. I have a couple teams with Kirk and Aaron Rodgers.
If you're gonna do it, you should have Allen.
Well, I've done it with like Lamar, or Jaden. Like to me, like for Jaden specifically, like just 2 guys who are going to be on the field, like please.
And then lastly, I think
I love Trig, but not everybody likes a swing like that. Like
the risk of a rookie tight end is always tough. But
yeah, I mean Arroyo, I haven't clicked yet, but I think it's fine.
I'm not in love with Arroyo. I think I either one of the rookies or Chig is. Let's go Chig.
Yeah, I think Chig like so. It does scare me a little bit that Kincaid for the 2nd straight year opted not to get surgery on that knee.
Interesting.
Like it hasn't been a problem, like what are you doing? Like it's been a problem every year.
Now's the fucking time.
They say that you could get surgery and it might get better. And for 2 years in a row, you opt to not get the surgery. Like that. He doesn't sound like the smartest guy when it comes to that, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Like I don't, it could be something that if it gets operated on, it could just destroy him too. Like,
I suppose. Yeah.
But I don't.
He's a hard guy to pin down, but like when he's healthy, his upside is just so high.
Never Ben Sinnott. Sorry, Ben. Like
I think Big is a good candidate to replace Ben Sinnott.
I mean, that would be a major upgrade in my eyes.
That's one of his best spots, in my opinion.
Every tight end's best landing spot is Washington, I think.
I suppose, yeah. That's accurate.
We got a 3-6-8-3 here. We got Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins. We have James Cook, Jeremiah Love, DeAndre Swift, Braylon Allen, Tank Bigsby, Mike Washington. I like those 3 with those 3. Like those 3 shots feel really good with those 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver, Ladd, Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Parker Washington. Like that fall feels really good. Worthy Concepcion, Pat Bryant, and Omar Cooper Jr. Tight ends, Kincaid, Goddard, and Chig. Like it feels really, really solid.
And then the free agency pair with Goddard and Okonkwo, like one might crash and burn, the other might be the best tight end next season. I guess not.
Yeah.
Well, Goddard would be the candidate for that. But
all of these, like it's not every free agent tight end has a reasonable chance to go with Stefanski too, right? And like I know everybody's just talking about Pitts re-signing and Njoku, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Like maybe from afar, he's always vastly appreciated Dallas Goedert's game.
Yeah. Well, you never know like what take they had when this player was coming out of college and how much they wanted them or didn't want them, like there's a lot of variables.
Doctor Who, huh? I wish. I don't what I only seen like bits and pieces of that show. What they used what did they use to like travel in time? It
Oh, it was
was
an old telephone booth from like
so it was like Bill and Ted.
basically. Yeah.
Okay. I thought so, but I didn't want to say that because I felt like I was had it mixed up. All right, we
Just
got
whack.
champ here. We'll let you review. I'll read them off and you can
Sure.
review. We got Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, and then Bijan Robinson, Bucky Irving, Kenneth Gainwell, Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, and Najee Harris. What do you think of those two position groups?
I mean, to rip RB. You can't be upset, but like the only one I kind of feel like the Najee Harris pick might be unnecessary, but like just elite running back core,
Yeah.
from top to bottom, and then Harris was like the biggest free agent last season. It's possible he does bounce back, but I doubt it.
I mean, it's pick 240. Like
Exactly.
it's a possible usable player. Like
Who cares?
yeah.
Um,
Wide receivers. So he has Caleb Williams and Herbert. You got Luther Burden, DJ Moore, assuming that he stays. Juwan Jennings, Romeo Dobbs, Shaheed, McMillan, Iomanner, Vele, Rashad Bateman. And then Colson Loveland for the double. He's got the Isaiah Likely and Gunnar Helm here. So Bateman is like the freest pick when you have Lamar, right? Like
it's
not that he has Lamar, but I pretty much take him every time I have Lamar.
the investment on receiver was like pushed so heavily. I'm so out on like Burden as like a value where he is that like that kind of like shrouds my judgment on this. But like overall, the group is pretty dope. I'm more of like a DK, Chimera DK over Elik Ayamanor, but like he can also work out as well. I feel like the pushing receiver may have gone a little too far on this team, just a little bit. Like that's why there's only two quarterbacks. But it's not impossible to work. I think just DJ Moore kind of has to stay.
I mean, I like the construction of it though, because Luther's not going to be your reliable early pick, and neither is DJ Moore. But he knows that. So like the structure of it, he takes Jennings, Dobbs, Vele, who will probably be like he's going to be consistent, but with a low volume, with a couple spikes. But like he has a lot of consistent guys in here, and his top two guys may alternate spikes and stuff. But he's got like Shaheed is also a spike guy. Like it's a good construction of spike week versus floor. It's just that like it's a more volatile version.
Yeah.
And I do agree that like I think another like the Najee for whatever like just Jalen Lane or somebody. Just a name.
Just one more body in there.
Yeah.
Instead of Najee might have benefited. But with Loveland also, like that's what makes this team like absolutely a candidate to advance and like win a round as well in the playoffs. The Bears stack can't really poke holes in that. Like that's
no, it's a really well built team. Steven knows what he's doing. And then we have three more. By the way, ladies first. If you want to review, you have to out yourself. I know you're listening, but
ladies first sent me an email. Ladies first says, "Let me know who they are."
Okay. We got a 3-8-6-3 here. Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray. I will go through this one and then you comment. Yeah, it's a 0 RB with 8. But he stopped at 6 receivers, so I'm expecting them to be crazy.
Yeah, this should be fun.
Connor being your first running back at 106 scares me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Massive reach.
Like why'd you take him above Dowdle?
Feels like someone like you hit the Q button and then
absolutely is what happened. He absolutely got. That's what happened there. J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason, Tajay Spears, Brian Robinson, Ray Davis, Malik Davis. Correlating Davises, you got to like it.
Yeah.
When you auto pick a guy 30 spots above ADP, you have to make sure you make up for it with the meme.
For the running back position.
No, like I think it actually kind of works. Like
I,
those things happen. Like you make bad picks and have to work
yeah,
around it. And
every
going eight here makes sense because of that.
yeah, the Dobbins through Ray Davis picks, I like where they are priced. I absolutely love. Like when I need a running back and they're there, those are names I'm very happy with.
All right, wide receivers: Lamb, Neighbors, AJ Brown, McLaurin, Watson, Quentin Johnston. Full stop. Why not?
Yeah, justified reason to stop there.
Yeah, yeah. And then Barner, Mason Taylor, Tonjes. Like it's Frankenstein. It's fine.
Yeah,
Uh, you got a stack there. You got them all stacked up. It looks like, except for Kyler, who you probably it doesn't like you don't know. Like he doesn't need to be stacked either way. So very very solid team. Like definitely like and for like a running back room that you waited like Mason Dobbins Dowdle feels really good for a 0 RB.
yeah.
Like it really does.
And then there's another 4 after that too, so it's just like
Yeah.
never ending.
All
It
right.
works. That team works.
I had a queue of 6 player, including Connor, but it took Connor. Oh yeah, he did say something in the.
I see. Yeah.
So it took. Well, it did something weird to us too. Whenever the Josh Allen pick, because I went to alter like
Yeah.
to move it. Whenever you click it, it usually like you click it and you move it down. It kept bringing it up, and so because I didn't instant click, but it acted like it was an instant click every time. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if you just click it and let go,
Yeah.
it didn't. It didn't register the hold basically.
I
Yeah.
think the way our team worked out was fine though.
Yeah, and by the way, we're doing a second draft, and if we get to 50 likes by the end of this draft, we're going to do a war room as well. So Aaron Sandy here, 3593, Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, Daniel Jones, running back, Devon A. Chain, Ashton Genty, Travis Etienne, Tyrone Tracy, Chris Rodriguez. I think that's good. Like you had the 3 early.
Mhm.
Tracy, gonna get volume. See, what do you think on C Rod?
I think he's actually my preferred click in Washington as of today. Like, obviously, they're probably bringing in some free agent, but like, if I had to either draft JCM at his price today or Rodriguez, I'm clicking Rodriguez because he's a restricted free agent,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So he's just locked in to stay, and he
I
was beating
believe
out
it.
JCM. So they liked him on the goal line. You need touchdowns in half PPR, so I think he's actually an excellent click.
Yeah, you're right. I just looked. He is a restricted free agent. And then the quarterbacks, so you have that stacked up. T. Higgins, Roma Dunze, Alec Pierce, Shakir, Booty. Like, man, I'm really liking this new Kayshawn Booty price.
Yeah, as a
Calvin
fullback,
Ridley,
feels great.
Marvin Mims, Malik Washington. He's going to start steaming up the boards. Jeremy Bernard. And then Tucker Kraft, my boy, Jake Ferguson, Theo Johnson. Like, this is just a really well built team. I
Yeah.
like it.
The only
Like,
click I'm not a fan of personally is the Ridley click, but otherwise, like I'm also like
yeah.
so burned from last year. Like I'm bitter about what Ridley did to
I
me.
mean, it's wide receiver 6, and he took 9.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
like
a huge problem, but Ridley goes like right around like Chimeri DK. I think even like ahead of him, and
he goes after
oh
now.
okay,
DK, I believe, is a little higher now. Let's look.
that's what it should be if you ask me. Oh yeah, Ridley's fallen behind
All
Ayamanoa.
of them. Oh well, that's
Or oh
okay. No, he's still ahead by a spot and a half.
two,
That was my ranks.
gotcha.
That was my ranks. I don't have them ranked.
Justifiably at the bottom.
Well, I stopped at 189
I see.
because I did it in a rush earlier today.
No worries.
So yeah, really good team. Did ladies first actually message you or out themselves?
This was like previously
Okay,
separate, not today, not right
all
now.
good. We got a 2-5-10-3. That is first time I've seen that build. I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Yeah,
And they definitely took Emmett Johnson at 108 or whatever because I watched them do that.
and sniped us on Friday.
And yeah, and sniped us off Friarmouth. Thanks, ladies first. You know, the ladies are first, not me. He
Yeah,
doesn't care about me. He cares about ladies, or they care about ladies.
she knows her place. She
Okay.
knows her worth.
Yeah. We got a 2-5-10-3 here. We got Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, running backs, Amari and Hampton, Tyler Algier, Emmett Johnson. I mean, I can't hate. Like, Emmett Johnson should be going around Blake Corum. Like, he should be going there.
You think that?
Like, I'm pretty positive he's going to be 5-6 turn when the draft, like after the draft, assuming he doesn't land with the Ravens, basically.
Gotcha.
Like, the Ravens are the running back. Like, I feel very confident the Ravens are going to draft a running back, and they're the one that you want to avoid. Unless it's Claiborne. Like, Claiborne would be perfect for them.
I see.
Emmett Johnson, Katron Allen, and Claiborne. This is a little thinnish, but I like it. Like, you also took the Algier up.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Katron Allen or Claiborne. I mean, where Claiborne goes and like the reach on that as well. Like, this feels hyper risky to me.
I think. Well, they also. I mean, somebody took their pick of James Conner at 104. So I think they were scrambling when James Conner went at 104. Like, no, I just think that like one more veteran. Like, I don't know who you took in the last round, but for me specifically with this team, I would have for sure added Najee at the bottom here because he went later, right? That's the only slight. Like, I like the players though. I like all these players.
Or like if you slot in Tank Bigsby between like Katron and Damon, then I'm like, yeah, okay,
right.
You got someone that we're like at least we know what's going to happen, and this isn't just like a bunch of random chance occurrences of where they're.
All right, we got wide receiver Justin Jefferson, Zay Flowers, Brian Thomas, Jordan Tyson, Jaden Reed. I love the Jaden Reed pick. I looked today at my exposures. I kind of look like once a week. I'm 28%.
I don't think that's high enough, man. I think you should be drafting him more.
It's
his best ball potential. Like, I remember who there was Liam Murphy. Jaden Reed was his fucking boy, and like for the best ball argument, like no one you can get at that price can drop 35 points and like expect him to do it. You know, like if Trey Tucker does it, wow, holy shit, what a fucking fluke. But if Jaden Reed does it, you're like, I'm expecting that to happen again.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill, like Torrey Horton, Flournoy. I would say that I would not be pulling Hill up the board because he's been falling down. So like I don't hate the pick, but I want to be around the field on him, and I think you need to take shots on him. But
this team is also at the bookend though, and that's where I think it's fine.
It definitely fits the team's needs, but that's also one of those you could have taken maybe a running back there,
right,
to solidify a little bit, and then got Tyreek in the next round. But then Torrey Horton, Flournoy, Fields, and Devontae trying to snipe us again. No, we don't have. I did a draft right before this, and I was debating between Walker and Bateman, and Walker went. These are all
Walker as a good potential guy.
These are all players I love at the end of drafts. Like I didn't like Fields at first, but I'm really starting to think he's worth a click. And then Andrews, Hunter Henry, Freiermuth, that feels really good.
The team feels great. I feel like if Tyreek Hill was just like Tyjae Spears or someone,
honestly, like I like the Walker pick, like in a vacuum, but for this team, I would have just made it Najee.
Yeah.
But all you need hits matter more than misses. So if Hampton and Johnson are hits, this team crushes.
Yeah.
So like that is one thing about best ball is the hits matter more than misses.
I also think it's fair that she only has 2 QBs. Like
for sure. And like I get wanting Devontae because you have Lamar.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's a bad pick. Maybe it's the Fields pick that needed to be Najee or whatever. But like you got the double stack going. Like Brian Thomas, like I don't even hate Trevor Lawrence naked. Like that's what you needed to advance this year.
Yeah, I would agree that like the one Jaguar that I'm all in on and I'm willing to even like pull up the board a little bit is Trevor Lawrence.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like him over Justin Herbert?
No.
Yeah, me either. I like both of them a lot.
But they're like neck and neck. Like I would have them back to back.
All right. So let's go ahead and enter another big board. And sorry to cut you off, but we're going to go ahead and get this because, like I told you before the thing, I'm a rambler, so I have to make myself just do something.
You're good.
So we're going to do another draft. We're going to do it in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the grind. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who wins, immortal.
Just one quick note to the viewers: when I am watching and you make that and you drop that like draft, we're drafting in 15 seconds, and that clip comes. I have noted with the delay, I time it
It's
to
8
hit the
seconds.
button between like AJ Brown and Jordan Love, and whenever I do that, I've been in your lobbies.
Nice. It's general stream delay is 8 seconds. Something I learned a while back, you can actually right click on the stream and it brings up a window of options. You can go to stats for nerds and it tells you what the stream delay is.
Good to know. Always valuable
Yeah.
information.
So and that's why I made that little drop to let people get in. And I started at 15 because the idea was to have Mahomes to Worthy.
I see.
Right. I'm a Chiefs fan. I had to fit
Well,
that
that's why I'm repping all this Chargers gear. Like I need,
in. Yeah.
need to remind everyone we didn't win the division, but we swept y'all, and we're clearly the better team. But
like, you're really good with Bijan, I assume?
absolutely.
All right. So let's ladies first here at the 101. I'm clearly Bijan 101. I understand Gibbs 101. Like I'm not gonna hate on it. Snappy Pants, welcome back. We got Legion. We have Doc here at the 5. We have Steven at the 6. RM Covers at the 7. Bryson at the 8. PP Punch at the 9. Sweet Leaf was stalking me in DK earlier today at the 10. Dirty P. We have JT Alford 10. Are you here? Did we get a clean sweep or not? Let us know.
Boy,
Because
a
the
lot.
other 11, we are not getting Emmett Johnson, sir, if you care. What do you think of my Emmett Johnson video that I'm going to drop tomorrow?
Very, very nice, man. Clean and like some real like talent on display in the clips you chose. And like he's a rough tackle. He's shifty and like yeah. Like I appreciated the little what would be the word? Sneak peek. Sneak peek.
Yeah. 9-second delay for you. So you are at the 3. Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was, but I remembered the name Snappy Pants because that's one of those names that you noticed. Like every time, right? You remember the name Snappy Pants.
Absolutely.
We only need 4 more likes, by the way, to get the war room going after this. We've been sitting constant. We've been at 50 live on YouTube this whole time. Pretty much.
In case you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, everyone.
Let's see. And by the way, like the goal today is to get to 420 subs during the Blunt stream because that would just be epic, would it not?
That would be.
We're 6 away. So if you like memes, go ahead and sub. like that's my pitch. Not if you like the content. Don't worry about the content. If you like memes, go ahead and hit the sub for us.
Just from like a satisfaction standpoint, don't you want to be the one that is subscriber 420? That's the
there's
thing.
Probably people waiting.
That's exactly it.
Like yeah.
But really, the way I see it, anyone that subscribes in this window is subscriber 420.
Yeah, like 411 to 420, all the same. Like you were the ones that made it happen.
It's a collective.
Is there a way I can go like find out I can go find out the last 9 so we could shout them out if it happens. Like tomorrow, like I'll shout it out like on a stream later.
I consider them in the same Same bucket.
Absolutely. All right, so we got Bijan. We might get Drake London back.
God. You
Oh,
know what?
of course.
Bowers. Give me Bowers here.
I want every opportunity of Bijan Bowers I can get, even though I'm not like super in. Like I don't hate elite tight end this year, but I don't. I'm gonna be underweight compared to like last year. I was overweight on it.
I
I
have yet to click Bowers until today. We're popping the Bowers cherry on this
oh
team.
nice. All
Um,
right, what do you like here?
I prefer Nico, but I think with the pass catcher, I'm also fine with a running back. Like
I
Jacobs is okay, but Nico feels better.
I think Nico's like I think you could argue up here with Lamb and Neighbors.
I agree. There have been instances where just to get unique, I'll pull up Nico to like the 14th, 15th pick just to
It doesn't work, Jamie.
just to get like a different start. I feel like the price that we had on Nico last year is a fair place to mix him in if you want him. Because like there was a stretch there where he was averaging like 19, 18, 23. Like he had a fire stretch, and like it was not quarterback dependent. It was like Davis Mills almost like helped him.
Yeah, it really did. And like Davis Mills actually put his neck on the line for this team.
I mean, it's a big target. Hard to miss.
I just had to throw something out there.
No, if you put him in the guillotine back in the French Revolution, like that thing might need 3 chops.
It wouldn't have rolled. It would have like
Yeah.
it wouldn't have rolled off. It would have got stuck. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Speaking of
Yeah.
guillotine, that might be something we bring back soon. Who knows?
Maybe.
Uh,
Round 20 Mills. I've seen worse click. I mean, you have so like, but speaking about Mills, like non-jokingly, like
Right.
he actually put a spark on the offense as a whole. Like when CJ Stroud came back, I heard an interview of him. He said that he was too jumpy and like he was seeing ghosts. He admitted to that. And he said that the reason why was because of how good the defense is he played against in practice. So the practice sessions, because their defense destroyed their offensive because their offensive line sucked anyway.
Right.
Like so like he would see ghosts in the games that weren't there sometimes and rush throws.
Interesting. I mean,
So like I think that Davis Mills like just standing in the like Davis Mills didn't go against the first team that whole time. So like it maybe the like it kind of worked out. And Stroud was a little better after that. I mean, we can ignore the 5 interceptions he threw,
I mean,
I guess.
as someone who's growing tired of the excuses given to Justin Herbert, I kind of don't have much sympathy for that idea, but I understand like how that could happen.
Well, he wasn't saying that like to not like weighted against him. He was just saying he needs to get better.
No, the internal clock he had in practice was just so off base.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
paranoid. That I can understand the concept of.
Right.
I guess have much sympathy for it.
Do you want him? You said you're kind of out on Burden. We got McLaurin. We could go with Waddle, Judkins.
I'll take Terry. I'll take Terry here.
All right.
That's fine. I don't have much Terry either. And this team with 3 running backs, I don't think is going to grab enough running backs here to like.
I mean, you know them. I don't. So
well, it would be insane to me to grab 4 straight RBs. Yeah, I'll take Scatterby.
Absolutely. You got to read the room. That is something I haven't talked about yet this year, but that is exactly what you're supposed to do. You read the room. Look, if you're on an edge and you're against somebody who knows what they're doing, they will try to do stuff like that continually because that gives them the best opportunity to get the players that they want.
Mm-hmm.
And like with quarterbacks especially, but like very few people want to go 4 running backs there. I probably would have if I was on the end, to be frank, because I love the receivers all the way down this board.
Mm-hmm.
And you could stop, like you could just go 5, like you could add 1 in around 18 and be fine.
Yeah. I don't think it would have been terrible to take Scatterby with that team, but just like the assumption that it would happen, I felt like
right.
worthwhile.
Absolutely. And like if it happens, like the difference between the Scadaboo click and the DeAndre Swift click, I think, is overstated. If you wanted to do that again, or just taking a receiver, like
Yeah,
a hero Bijan team isn't like something that you need to shy away from.
yeah. I felt like if they had gone Scadaboo and left Waddle for us, that would have been a really nice click as well. Like it didn't feel like I would have been running out of options if Scadaboo did not circle back. But to get the preference with our first pick at receiver, I think is more valuable to me.
I think that that's a pretty good start, Jamie. He's acted like he's in here with us. Gotta love Jamie.
Jamie's
He
great.
he
Yeah.
does nothing but have a good time. Like that's all he does. Just has a good time. Gotta love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, where are you at on the 3 rookie receivers? Like, do you just like them all kind of equally? Do you like one way more? Do you think one's better for best ball, one better for the like? What's your take on the 3?
I mean, for the sake of like just trust, I'm not. I'm extremely casual when it comes to college football. I just don't have the time to like commit to
Yeah.
watching it and really paying attention during the season. So like really until after the combine happens when I have a bit more like measurable athletic stats that I can start to compare. I don't have definitive takes, but like I would say the easiest thing to feel safe about is this year's best Ohio State wide receiver. It's probably going to fucking smash. And the best USC receiver is also going to deliver, maybe not instantly, but over time, a fair, safe bet to make that you're
Yeah.
not going to regret.
I mean, we're pretty close to landing something pretty cool, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
I think it's possible. I know what you're, yeah, there it goes.
I know Paul. He was debating on if he wanted to do it or not. What do you want to do here? We could
Um,
take Warren or Tootin. I like Dart on the way back around too.
I, I think Hertz feels,
Really?
yeah, really. Like, I
Why?
feel like this is an area of the draft where I want to double click quarterback, if I can.
I like if we were wanting to do that, I actually prefer like Herbert Dart to Hertz with the tush push probably getting banned.
I feel you, but
Like,
I'm willing to go Hertz here.
yeah, like I don't think it's wrong. I just thought it was interesting that you said Hertz when we like with the divisional bring back on both sides.
I get you.
So Dart does go. Do we want to go with Herbert here? Do we want to go with one of these? Like I'm fine with Tootin or Tyler Warren.
I would rather go Herbert than two.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like I just wanted 2 QBs there.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think I have this combination. And they're like I feel like it's pretty likely that the Eagles draft somebody this
QB
year at wide receiver
at wide receiver. Yeah.
and trade AJ Brown. So
I would
like
agree with that. But I also think AJ Brown is a little bit of the toxicity of AJ Brown and like the impetus to get him the ball, I think is kind of in Jalen Hurts' head. And I also think the offensive coordinator situation probably improves rather than gets worse. And so like historically, Hurts has worked out. He's going a little cheaper. And like all of the QBs in this range, I think are very like similar to each other. So I don't take him very often, but I was fine with him there.
yeah, and like isn't it weird how you get in the draft and there's a player that you don't love at ADP and in a specific draft you're like, I don't know, I kind of like him here. like I was that way earlier today with Marvin Harrison. I'm like, you know what? I don't know why, but it feels right here. Like I've been like not into him for a while, but like for that team in that specific draft at that moment, he felt right. Like
just a gut call, like
yeah,
just feeling it. And like, especially with these 20-second clocks, like I've been trying to just trust my intuition a little bit more. And like, even if the gut call feels odd, like, all right,
it's
we're out of time.
it's not like Naked Hurts is bad, you know.
Yeah, I still think he can score double-digit rushing touchdowns.
I was just surprised you wanted him over Dart with the Scattaboo fall. Like,
I
but
get
it gives us more options for divisional correlation for week 17 also. So like that's why I was cool with it. I didn't mention it, but we had Washington and Giants already. So
Mhm.
taking a Philly piece gives us some opportunity to get some divisional correlation in the because there's like I think the math is 17.8% chance that one of the games is played like that the Eagles play
at the end of the season.
yeah in that 3-game stretch.
Yeah.
Like it's like a 17%. I did the math last year. I'll redo it this year.
They've been loading up a lot of divisional games in that time
It,
period.
yeah,
So,
that's definitely they kind of have forced it as well.
yeah.
What
Work.
was this about? Who said really like nice and blunt said he wanted to commit treason on that QJ? What was the QJ question? I don't remember saying anything about QJ. QJ went though, so rip.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what that is in reference to. Um,
Yeah, I don't either.
it's okay. I
So
don't think we can go tight end given we have Bowers.
are you good with that?
I'd be fine taking Pittman here, honestly.
Pittman. All right.
I-
I
From what
guess it's going to do that same thing again. I have Pittman way, way low. I have him like 125.
Okay. I'll
But
be
like
honest.
I need some exposure to him, so I don't mind it. So a player I think that the Eagles could draft. Do what?
I'm sorry.
A player I think the Eagles could draft is Denzel Boston.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you like that? Doing that
I'm
here?
fine with a rookie here. I'm also comfortable with DJ Moore, but I'm fine with Denzel Boston.
Let's have fun with this, and let's say that AJ Brown gets traded and they take
But that's
Boston.
totally fine.
Oh, okay. I actually just overlook Corum all the time. I
If he
that was
falls,
probably the better pick, honestly. I'm
Mhm.
just setting myself up to get disappointed when Emmett Johnson doesn't make it back. to be honest, that's all I'm doing here.
you know he won't be there.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I know. This is not a war room, but we do have 52 likes, so a war room will be next.
Oh, that'll be my first entry in the war room. I'm not planning to do to max that out. I want instead of doing 4 war rooms, I feel like I would rather just do one bigger board.
I get that.
From a advance rate standpoint and like odds of making the money back. I will do one war room personally, but I've been waiting on it, and I think I'm going to do one bigger board instead of maxing that. So that's just my own strategy on it and my own bankroll.
I'm probably gonna do both. Um, like I I was for sure gonna max the war room. I'm definitely maxing the big board or bigger board. I don't know if I'll get to maxing the war room because I wanted to at least save one for after the draft. Like
Oh, it's still open after the draft?
or not after the draft, after the combine. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
definitely did not say that correctly. Definitely flopped
You're
like
good.
or failed there. But I like the war room like structure.
Mhm.
The 30 seat final is pretty sweet. Like the 2 of 10, 2 of 10 is fantastic. But the bigger board, like I don't know, it just feels it feel like you spend more money, it just feels better. Right? Like it feels like you have more on the line.
The adrenaline rush
Yeah.
of the lobby gives you the return on investment almost instantly.
And like with it filling as fast as it is, like
Uh-huh.
if I had to choose all 4 war rooms or one big board or bigger board, I'd take the one bigger board because I would want to wait until after the combine. Most likely.
Yeah. That's really valuable information. So the longer I can push, but if it's going to fill before, I'll my hand will be forced.
110. No, I've taken Emmett Johnson before 110. I've taken him at 108. So like I knew he wasn't coming back. I just said that because I knew it wasn't happening. So I love the running backs from like this round all the way to 14. Like that's one reason why I kind of wanted Boston. Dude, I got Boston at 138 today on DK. Like I actually passed on Emmett Johnson
You held some
because like that just doesn't happen. Like, and I like Emmett Johnson more than Boston. Don't get me wrong,
Uh-huh.
but like I need to take that, right? Like I just need to take that.
Yeah. Can you just
All right.
running back? I say Kenny Gainwell.
Don't have to tell me twice. I love Gainwell.
I mean, maybe we should have taken a receiver there just because Wandale fell a little bit, but like we don't have Dart, so
Yeah,
it's not forced in my opinion. And then
Concepcion's not like I don't mind that. I would be fine with Dobbins
I
pulling
think
him up.
to remain balanced on the build we have, I think wide receiver might be a wiser
Or
investment.
what about Debo?
That's fine with me.
Which one? Godwin, Debo?
We'll go Godwin. We'll go Godwin.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm glad you said Godwin because you said it with 0 seconds.
I intentionally.
I'm glad you decided that one because well, we got him. Well, we got. This one wasn't my mistake. Like last one was like I don't know what it was doing. Like it did that a little bit ago too. So they're probably having a little bit of. There may be like major internet issues right now because Twitter is the live streaming is not working as well, right?
I'm not well enough versed in like the Twitter verse to have an answer for you on that.
Yeah. DK is up. Yeah, DK Bestball is up, and it launched the day after the Super Bowl, and I'm 15 in because I wanted to get my I think I'm probably 50% Omar Cooper right now before his ADP started to go up. I'm 67% Omar Cooper ADP. Actually, we'll just bring this up over here. This is my drafters portfolio right now. 18 shares at 67% at 201 ADP on Cooper. Emmett Johnson, 56%, 124. Theo, I don't know why I'm that high. I'm just pushing tight end a lot.
For someone to go after 150 and be that high in the exposure, it's like it just kind of happens sometimes.
Penix is like also I'm pushing, and my first 4 drafts I took Penix in, and it was because he was going at like 205. So
that's way too late. So
yeah, like
great, good to have at that price.
And now I've had to take them way above that ADP a bunch just to make sure I got a second. So I don't have an overall value on it, but yeah.
Well, we're not getting the Mendoza combo, so that's.
I've got 5 shares of Bowers now total in every format, and I've not once got Mendoza to go close to ADP in those drafts.
Yeah.
It's just not like I don't know. Like I'm fine stopping there, but I'm also fine not stopping there.
That's exactly how I feel. Whereas, like, as if we get a stacking correlating piece that's like especially a good value, then give them to me. But if we go with double QB, Hurts, Herbert, like we did, and we don't take another one, that's also very comfortable.
I like just double tapping running backs here and getting to 5 because I think it dies down tremendously after this.
It will, and if I had a preference in my heart, I'm going to go Rashad White and Tyjae Spears.
Let's go with Spears first, and then if White's there, we'll take him. If not, I like Sean Tucker a lot as well. Like I'm fine with all these guys. I'm
Sean Tucker.
Do what?
I can't quite get there with Sean Tucker at this moment in time.
It's all good. Like I get it. Like he's gonna be the goal line guy for that team. But yeah.
Let's at least that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
If you wanted to look at the full options of the positions.
I mean
Shaheed might have been a good click there, but I think the point you made on like just the value of running back drying up so much and just getting ahead there.
Yeah.
I think that's 100%.
Right, and now we can add a late rookie or like or Bigsby really late or whatever.
Yeah,
And like I feel okay with this. Like, and the other reason, I'm not saying I love it. If we had to stop at 5, we could stop at 5 with taking White there, I think.
mhm.
I think I want a 6 because we like if this was if this was a BBM, you're comfortable stopping here, right?
Yeah,
That's the thing, right?
absolutely.
Like so like that means that you shouldn't force the 6. Like I think the 6 is probably the smartest decision, but if you feel like hey, this would work in BBM, like if if you really don't like the options you have left, why take one? Why force a share of Kalen Black there,
Yeah,
right? Uh,
yeah. If we get a good value on, let's say, Tank Bigsby, hypothetically, then
yeah,
like I would possibly lobby for it. But in
right,
general, if we wait until around 20 to take number 6, that's probably gonna be fine.
right, or yeah, like and like or take a guy like Claiborne who's a high chance to be a 0, but if he's not a 0, he's really good.
Yeah,
Like
a
like
big swing.
yeah, that's kind of like this is the kind of team I like to take like a Claiborne on. I feel I mean, we already have a big swing here, Scatabo, right? Like I think the Scatabo is a big swing. Like I know people don't really think that, but like
His upside versus floor is one of the highest variances.
if he didn't get hurt, I think he would be going where Brees Hall and Bucky are going.
I don't know if I'd go that high, but
Oh
like
yeah, no, he would. Like number
Bucky,
one, the
yeah,
high of
yes. Brees, I don't think he would be because
th-
I think Brees can also still go like 10 picks higher.
they're going to the same spot. What's up, PPR Tyler? Uh,
Oh,
he's going live right now, by the way. And then the Toxic Tower's going live at 7 as well. Uh, but yeah, he was on with Steve from Fanspeak Network earlier. They did their rookies. They've adjusted their wide receivers a bit. They did receivers and quarterbacks, and like the three of us are really similar in our like in the guys we have at the top 9. And Malachi Fields is a guy that all three of us didn't like at first, and we all kind of don't mind him now.
I see.
Do you want to take the swing here, like on the fall?
I'd rather take Kelsey and call it done.
Sounds good. I mean, that's where my ranks are.
Kelsey, I think, will be rising like five
Yeah.
rounds potentially.
Like you see, like I put Cooper there just to make sure that I have him like on my radar. Doesn't mean I want to take him at every draft. I mean, I do want to take him every draft, but I don't. I have a bunch. Like I'm not worried about it.
Mhm.
So what do you want to do here? We could. We definitely need a receiver.
It's receiver, I think.
Like Mitchell, Tesla, Trey Tucker, Franklin.
Not
4
Frank.
seconds.
I think I'd rather go Trey Tucker, given
Sounds good.
some of the.
Oh,
We get
it
sniped?
moved up and then it took Adonai.
That's fine.
Like I got it. I was moving it up, and it usually as it's moving, it locks a little.
Yeah, sometimes.
It didn't do it there, so
Yeah.
it's all good. Like I'm fine with Adonai as well. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Obviously,
The Jets in general just don't inspire much confidence.
I mean they shouldn't.
No.
They really shouldn't. Or my Roman Wilson stand. Do you currently have one, or was that last year? I was like, I gamble. By the way, was a gigantic Golden stand. I had a stand on Golden. It wasn't his. I think he was like 50% or something like that. Uh, yeah, my Damian Martinez stand. I like the one thing I know about Omar Cooper is he's not gonna have the negative character stuff come out. Like that is, I still think Martinez was talented.
You weren't the only one, man. I thought Martinez had a shot to be very, very effective.
So I had 37% in the big board last year,
Damn.
and I was all in on it. Funny thing is, I went to like I hadn't bought a pack of cards to open up for like 8 months or whatever. I don't open up cards very often. I was just in the mood the other day. I went. I don't know what they like. What's good to buy? I just bought something,
Uh-huh.
and I opened up the first pack. It was all rookies from last year, and I'm like, I looked at it and it said it was just draft picks from last year. And then like the third pack in, the funniest thing happened. I opened up an autographed Damian Martinez. I'm like, thanks, thanks, thanks. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, it's perfect. Just perfect.
It's faded.
Yeah, faded. Absolutely.
What receivers are we
I
looking
mean, Trey
at?
Tucker is still here.
Okay.
Shocker. Omar's
I mean,
not.
Herbert's a Trey Harris makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, I mean that's I think the right call because we don't have like I think that naked Herbert's fine as well.
I agree. His rushing value is
He was $4.99 last year, number 2. But pretty easy, right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then
Do you like we could stop there, we could stop there. We could take another guy. Like this is the kind of team where you could just take Brissett. Like
show me running back and receiver.
Running back, receiver.
Are we almost on the clock, basically?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have 7 receivers with Nico, Terry, Pittman, Boston, Godwin, Moody, and Trey Harris.
Like we could do Claiborne here.
I think Brian Robinson honestly kind of excites me a bit more.
Do that. I haven't taken him for a while, and I do like him.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, he just stays in San Francisco. Like they traded for him, so I don't really see what kind of market he has. And like he started to actually like really contribute for them, especially on special teams late in the season. I could see them just giving him a very minimal contract and like nobody else wanting to spend more. And he's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll stay there. And like that would also lead to him 5-6 rounds higher. Like, you know, if he actually stays in San, that might be the best case scenario.
I wonder what they're going to do. Like we know they're going to draft somebody in the 3rd round. That's the only thing we know is definitely going to happen.
It's because so many times though. You'd think they would learn their lesson, just stick with a veteran that they actually already spent draft capital on. That's my take on it. But yeah,
I mean, I agree, but I fully like if I was to pick one guy to be a Niner next year, just by their profile and like what the Niners always draft, it is Damon Claiborne.
Well, in that case, he's definitely a 0.
Yeah, like he is the one that has the big bust potential, but a whole bunch of upside. And like I just absolutely could see them drafting Damon Claiborne. Like it fits what they like or what they that doesn't mean they're good at finding what like making they like into something, but that definitely is something that they tend to like.
They refuse to learn that lesson.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, B Rob's an awesome pick. I am overweight. I'm not sure how much. He's probably one of those like 10% guys. I'll be slightly overweight, but not mega overweight. I prefer him to tank. And early on, like I preferred him by like 8 picks to tank. Now I kind of have him back to back. So I know.
Just because of the variables of free agency, I'd rather go Bigsby, knowing what he has in front of him.
Yeah, but that makes some sense.
The upside is probably higher with Robinson.
Do you want to mix in some Malik Washington here?
Is there Jeremy Bernard available?
He is.
If he's still available by our click, I prefer him.
Yeah. So what? I like Bernard. I worry about. I think of the wide receivers that go late, I think that his upside may be bigger than anyone else's. So, do you want to take a tight end here, or do you want to
just grab another running back and wide receiver with our last 2 picks?
Yeah,
we still have 2, right?
Yeah, let's go Adam Randall.
Oh, I love that.
Let's do that.
Love that.
Yeah. So back to Bernard. Like, there's a team that if he lands on, I am so in. Like I'm in already. He's my number 7 wide receiver,
Uh-huh.
but I think he's also like for sure the most landing spot dependent in the entire draft.
They
And
all are.
no, I mean they're all landing spot dependent, but I think he has to be used as a receiver more like a Debo than any like Debo was used.
Like a chess piece. As
Yes, I think he has to go to a very smart coordinator that will move him around the formation.
That's
And
fair.
if he goes to the Niners, he is going to be an insane player.
They give me a lot of hope for like this rookie class. Like there are a few
Yeah.
open places where if you do find yourself drafted by that team with that coach, and I mean whoever the play caller, a coordinator, is in
We're at.
the Rams. Like if you're just with Sean
Um,
McVay, it's just like
yeah.
automatic. Like I don't know what Kingsbury's job is with them, but like that's just like gonna work out. But
Right. Yeah. It'll definitely work out. I'm going to get to chat real quick. Kind of ignored him a little bit. Have a few Mendoza Shaheed combos. I think that is something that could absolutely happen, like the Kubiak connection. He's been there with him twice. I think that's pretty likely. That's why I don't think Tyreek will in there. Claiborne, one of your picks, possibly to run 4-4. I think he could run under 4-4. I think he could be like a 4-3-3 guy. A Niner. David Bell is interesting as well. Shaheed was on fire at New Orleans until Carr got hurt. I mean, absolutely. Kubiak was OC there. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like the Shaheed connections make perfect sense. So, do we want you want to add another wide receiver then?
that's probably the
Or
preference. Who's your favorite rookie who's like still available? Because I'm fine
I
with the
I
quarterback.
have the most of him. These are the ones I don't mind. I don't mind Skylar Bell. I don't mind Ted Hurst. I don't mind Chris Brazel. Uh, he's Bell's more of like a PPR scam style. I like him more on DK and uh, drafters. Antonio Williams is a fine pick as well.
I'm interested in Antonio Williams. I've never
We could just go KLS for this Herbert stack.
go. Yeah, I'm fine with
Did I find the spot? Did I?
you. Slapped.
You reacted very aggressively to
Yeah,
that.
yes.
All right, we got a 2792. We got Jalen Hurts naked, perfectly fine. Justin Herbert, running backs: Bijan, Cam Skadaboo, Gainwell, Tajay Spears, Rashad White, Brian Robinson, Adam Randall. That feels awesome. Wide receivers: Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman, Denzel Boston, Chris Godwin, Adonai Mitchell, Trey Harris, Jeremy Bernard, and KLS. Like the double stack from last year's draft. Brock Bowers, Kelsey, like not my normal team, 2792, but I like it.
That's why I wanted to double tap QB where we did it.
I do that quite a bit, actually. I take 2 quarterbacks by round 7 and then just end it at 2. I don't do it that like I've done it once with an elite, and that team also felt good. An elite tight end.
The biggest value who I think you can push for your tight end 1 is Kelsey because of where he goes. Like you can afford to really ignore the position for a long time.
Yeah.
So to have him with Bowers just feels such a safety net.
Yeah.
And we never really got a good price on a third QB, and then to have like a random Brissett on this team would feel just forced. So
Right.
I think it's really worth risking.
If anybody wants a review that didn't get a review in the first draft, go ahead and say something. If not, we will probably start the war room. We'll give it we'll talk a minute. We'll go through. Doc hasn't drafted with me for a while, so we'll go through his team. Anybody else who wants a review, just say something. We'll get to it. Otherwise, we will jump into the war room. We got a 3-6-8-3. Caleb Williams, Tyler Shuck, Kyler Murray. I kind of like the Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's just going to move up. Like even if you don't like him, his price is good now for what it's going to be.
I guess. I mean, it's about time his price fucking fell. But like, I hated the pick last year, and I don't know what to make of him anymore. Like, I feel like he's live to just retire on like when he's drafted, it was like he could just play baseball.
I don't know. Let me ask Google. When does Call of Duty release? Does, no. Like
He's here.
He's just an upside swing. Like I think Tyler Shuck he's actually my most owned quarterback, by the way. Shuck is. I'm very high on him. Like I feel like Caleb and Shuck, whenever it comes to post like 18 rounds, I'm probably comfortable with that. Like I don't want to like I would prefer a third, but I'm comfortable with it.
He feels at that level of QB where it's the last call for ones you trust, and especially if they draft like Jordan Tyson hypothetically, like it feels destined to work out.
And yeah, Malik is going to move up as well. All right, so running backs: Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Chuba Hubbard, Joe Mixon, Rip, Najee Harris, and Brashard Smith.
Yikes!
Like I will not take a share of Joe Mixon until we find out for sure that he is going to be on an NFL team.
Yeah, I'm not
like
the last three running backs.
But we are gambling here, so I don't hate. I don't hate that you do it. I'm not doing it.
No, I wouldn't do
like
that.
No hate on it. Like I'm just not doing it. Wide receivers: George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden. This is where I think Burden should go. Like more in the middle of that round. I think that Rome should be one pick ahead of him. But
I agree that Rome is more valuable, but not by any real measurable gap. And then I also just don't feel like you should be taking Burden in the same round as Loveland. They just feel on different.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Michael Wilson, Debo, Kayshon Boutte, Ayuk, and Fields. This feels like this is an awesome wide receiver room. I love that. Is so much like boom potential up there.
Especially if AJ Brown gets traded, Devontae, I think, will rise dramatically.
And then Pitts at 101, that's a steal. AJ Barner, Terrence Ferguson. Like this is a very well built team. I like that, Doc. And then the 7 RM covers, 1 a day review, 3683, Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, CMC, Javonte Williams, Jalen Warren, James Conner at 138, Zach Charbonnet, LaQuint Allen. I like your James Conner pick a lot more than the last guy. This works. I like it. I don't like the Sharps pick. He's also off my board.
Yeah,
I'd actually think that it's fine.
Well, he did get Sharps like 20 picks.
Yeah,
SADP, and he's not fully off my board, so that's fine. But just with Connor, just not afraid of injury. I mean, even Javonte CMC, there's just so many injury risks, and then LaQuint is the number 6.
Yeah. I think that with this, CMC, Javonte, Jalen, taking the swing on Sharps, if he's back by week 10, this is a fine pick.
Right.
I don't know what to expect there though.
All the money's made in week 17, so I wouldn't be that averse to Charbonnet.
Right. And he's one of those guys. I think I'm just going to wait until after the draft when we have information. And if I don't know, I haven't seen him fall that far with me on the clock needing a running back. So wide receivers: Rashee Rice, Adams, Metcalf, Jaden Reed, Jerry Jeudy, Travis Hunter at 162. He's going to start becoming a 160 pick, and I'm going to have a hard time not taking a bit of him. Zachariah Branch and Chris Bell. I love Chris Bell as a last pick in a solid receiver room. The ACL stuff, if he just like the Charbonnet thing, if he misses 10 weeks, but he's there for the fantasy playoffs, he's good. And Trey McBride Kittle with a third feels so good. I've not done this yet. I tried to do it once with Bowers, and Kittle went the pick before.
I think if you're going to take Kittle, that's the way to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is a very solid team. I like this a lot, and it's got the stack with Purdy on it.
Running back room has injury risk, but otherwise is pretty solid. Javonte, I'm not quite sure what to make of Javonte. In all honesty,
I think he fits a room like this where Connor might Connor. We don't know about. Jalen Warren probably going to split time, and Charbonnet not going to be there early. Like, I don't know how many points he's going to get every week, but I feel like he's very live to get points every week, right? Like, his floor is definitely going to be there, even if he's not in Dallas.
I don't think there's a scenario where he is coming back to Dallas, though. That's where I'm like, this could be really risky.
Yeah. All right. So, snappy pants here in the 3-hole. We got 3-6-8-3. Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield, Michael Penix. Running backs, Bucky Irving, RJ Harvey, Woody Marks. I do not approve of this message. Trey Benson, Tank Bigsby, Keaton Mitchell. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Drake London, Egbuka, Marvin Harrison. Did I say that twice? Oh no, let's start. I feel like I said Marv twice. So Chase, London, Egbuka, Marv, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, the double stack, Malik Washington, Tez Johnson, Tyler Warren, Ferguson, and Mason Taylor, your quarterbacks. So you have a double stack there with Egbuka and Bucky. You have a double stack with Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin and Drew London stacked up. Like, this team feels really good. Like, all the players and positions are good.
Yeah.
He actually got a triple stack because he took Tez.
I was going to say the extra Tez pick. This team is so fun.
I've actually have one of my few Baker teams. Like, for some reason, Baker just doesn't get to me whenever I don't take a lot of Egbuka. I don't think Evans is going to stay, so I don't get to much Baker right now. Gotcha. But I did take the one I did land. I took Tez.
I have yet to take him. I feel like I've been missing out. I feel like that's been an oversight.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we are through those reviews. So we are going to join a war room, and we're going to jump in that war room and
we never leave the brine. Fury, endless, picks, relentless, fantasy, reigns, who waits, immortal.
We are waiting on 6 for the war room. Waiting on 6. And by the way, if you guys like this content, go give Nice and Blunt a subscription if you haven't. I know some of you, I've seen you all over there in the chats. You usually stream a little later, right?
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast, so sometimes I just lean into being later than everyone. Is like, okay, well, I'll just be the night stream then.
Yeah. This may take a little bit to fill, so we'll have some time to vamp.
Right.
We'll just go to that.
I have some interesting questions for you. This is maybe less fancy driven, but like, how do you feel about the Chiefs getting back to the best team in the AFC?
I think we have. I mean,
such a hard slap in the face.
I mean, if we take Jeremiah Love, we're not going to be the best team for sure. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, there's zero chance of that happening if we take a running back in round 1. Zero. Absolutely none. We need offensive line help. We need it desperately. You know that. You just watched that. But yours was by injury, not by lack of talent.
Two tackles coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we are easily the 3rd best team in our division currently. Like, it's not close. It's definitely the Chargers and the Broncos at 1, 2. Like, for sure. Like, I like, absolutely. Like, it, and we don't know about the Rice stuff. Mahomes coming off an ACL. We don't know what's going to happen there. Off of ACL, like, his running ability is probably going to be a little diminished. He had to run last year because of the offensive line. He's not been good at throwing the ball deep since Tyreek left. Like, there's a lot of negatives here. We're going to lose some pieces on defense. I feel like we finished 3rd in our division again. That's where I'm at.
I feel like that is a very refreshing, sober take that, like, I think maybe because, like, Nick Wright kind of dominates the landscape of general media on the Chiefs. I agree with your analysis. I feel like you're just being honest and
do I think we could be one? Yeah. I think Mahomes could just be Mahomes and
you can't rule it out. The AFC
get it done.
So it's still possible.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm by me saying I think we're clearly number 3. By the way, we're still waiting on 6 for a war room. So
Mhm.
let me put it on X.
I don't know if I would go as far to say you're clearly 3. I think because of some of the limitations of Denver's offensive roster, and I think this might be the last year where they're still paying Russell Wilson, so maybe things change. But I don't think they're like players in free agency just yet, the way they were last year on defense this season. But I I don't think it's guaranteed that you're the third team, but I think I would be pretty surprised if you won the division next year.
Yeah, like Bo Nix is okay. Bo Nix is also that's my bad. My phone wasn't updating. So we're only waiting on 2.
All right.
What's up, Cobra? How we doing? Hey, thank you for saying something. We would have autoed and they would have just laughed. Yeah, I try to be pretty reasonable in the takes. And like I'm not anti Jeremiah Love, and I would love to watch him as a Chiefs fan, but I don't think it's correct. I don't think it's close to correct.
It's mainly for hype, I feel, rather than what they actually need.
If Jeremiah Love is on the board at our pick, I want us to call Dallas and just try to get like just move back around and get an extra third, or move back 3 or 4 picks.
Yeah.
If both offensive linemen are gone, just do that. Like just try to move back a couple spots. Dallas, it might want him, might not. We'll see what happens in free agency. But yeah,
They've
Let-
also like refused to invest in that position since CEH, and I think they're still in that mindset. If I had to guess,
right. But we done it twice in a row then, and it worked out the first time with Hunt until it didn't.
okay,
And then the second, because we had a second round. I think he went in the second. I can't remember. But and then that whole thing happened. Then we took CEH, and I'm still mad that we valued CEH over DeAndre Swift. Like that draft is like the one draft I still am angry about because I believe that we took CEH and then Mecole Hardman, and on the board at both picks were the player that I preferred. And I'm not saying I'm always right on these.
well, just the idea of LSU running back over Georgia running back sounds ludicrous. Like,
We could have had DeAndre Swift in the first, which is what I would have done, and Metcalf in the second.
wow,
That
You
was
put it
on
like
the board. That was on the board.
yeah.
That's what the NFL dodged. Like that's like, like to be fair, like that's what was dodged.
If I recall correctly, wasn't the CH pick like a bit of like a Mahomes like call in a sense?
Yeah. And so was Hardman, I think. But and maybe I have the years mixed up, but I do remember those 2 specific things. Are you JSN? Do you want Jonathan
I'm
Taylor?
JSN here.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, it's working now. I just wanted to kind of test, see if it worked. Let's shout out everybody who made it. We got Alex at the 101. We have Game Tight at the 102. Lawsimo, our guest on the Who's Crew this week at the 103. Sweet Leaf at the 104. We got the 5. Legion at the 6. Young Moolah, GAB Lifestyle. By the way, give them a follow as well. Champ at the 3. Or Champ times 3 at the 8. My bad. Bryson at the 10. I think Go Bloor is here. If you are, say something. And I think we're not a clean sweep, but we're close. If you're vamping, I'd like a review of the board that I just posted. Yeah, okay. We could do that at the end of this if you want as well. You're at the 5 spot too? Got it. We got Jamie here in the sidecar. Yeah, let's check and see where the subs are. Doesn't look like we're gonna get there. We're stuck at 414. We still need 6 to get to the 420 for the nice and blunt stream. I wasn't I didn't really think it would happen, but it would have been super cool.
It It'll happen. when
It'll
it's-
happen. I mean, it'll happen soon.
You,
Like,
you know you're gonna pass that as well. Like
oh yeah, like I feel pretty confident that things are going really well.
I think you're gonna have
I
a good year, man. I really do.
I hope so. I'm putting some work into it.
As long as you keep grinding,
Yeah.
that's it'll all come back to you. Just keep pushing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad you started watching, and I started watching you. Like, I think we kind of you were on. Were you on PPR Tyler's?
No,
Or
this is my first other like
okay,
small appearance.
I seen you somewhere, like in a chat or whatever. I think
Oh yeah,
Jamie.
I'll watch and hop into the chat sometimes, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and like I was like, I realized that I seen you pop up. Like I seen you in the chats. Do you want to go one of these guys? You want to pull up Derrick Henry?
I think I'm interested in going double receiver. Let's go your preference here of the two. I think I prefer London, but I'm fine with Neighbors as
Yeah.
well.
I actually just did a team with JSN and Neighbors. Remember the one I showed you before the draft?
Yes, you did show me that one.
So
Yeah,
let's go ahead and change it up here.
sweet.
Yeah, so I think that whenever, because whenever I'm in chats, I like at people, like whenever I respond to something they ask, uh, so that pops up for them if it's a response. And after I did that, your stuff started popping up in my algorithm.
Yeah, it seems like
And I was like, okay. And then I started watching, I'm like, I like this. So
thanks, man.
that's yeah.
Appreciate
Uh
it.
and like the vibe you have, it's just so chill. Like you're just trying to have a good time. Like you're doing, like, you are giving information, but you're doing it in a way that you have a great time.
If I'm not going to enjoy it, then I don't think anyone else is going to enjoy it. So
It,
I'm trying to.
yeah. I mean, the same way. So I
Yeah,
feel the same way.
I I know who I would like, but
I
I'll at least wait for Sweet Leaf to snipe us. Of course,
How would you hate? Would you hate to do this and to try
yes,
something different?
I
Huh?
would hate that.
Okay.
I
Olave?
would go Bucky.
Bucky? Okay.
I know you're not in love with Bucky, but from a
So
build standpoint, I don't want to ignore it again.
I every once in a while I want to throw in a more zero RB-ish and stop at 4. Like, so I've done this a couple times where I went like 3 or 4 straight receivers,
Yeah,
then like a tight end and 2 quarterbacks, and then started running back and went 8. And they don't feel as bad as you would think if you stop at 4 wide receivers.
they don't. There are some values at running back that come later, but
Yeah.
I did not want to do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes you're in a draft and it feels right. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
Right.
I really wanted Brees Hall there. I was really hoping it would work out, but it just didn't line up.
Yeah. Jamie here with keep grinding on those naked quarterbacks. Gotta love thoughtful input.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so just to kind of talk about what's happening for my channel for the rest of the week. On Wednesday, I'm doing Steph Miller's going to be on from Leg Up.
Word.
Like, that's going to be awesome. Later that night, Updog, who finished 4th in the Dinger last year, is going to come on. I have no idea what I'm doing with baseball. So if you want to make better picks, like, jump in there. He's gonna try to walk me through some baseball. We're gonna do some dingers later in the evening. It'll be like during, like, probably BBG or somebody will be streaming at that point. But we're just gonna chill, and I'm gonna like waste some money on baseball at that point, have a good time with it. And then Thursday, doing the data show with Steve, and that'll be a no draft, just research kind of show. And then on Thursday later, the Who's Crew will be with Losimo. So got a pretty busy week. And then tomorrow, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I think probably
Nice.
entertain the drafters crowd tomorrow. Drafters and DraftKings. All right, so
I'm
what
fine
do you?
with either of the receivers there, but I thought we might end up having to set up an Egbuka combo. But I'll take Adams over
Okay,
Devontae Smith.
I'm I know that it shows that they're only 2 spots away, but I'm kind of clearly Adams. Like I think that Adams Flowers is kind of a clear tier above JMO Devontae.
I understand that for sure. The Adams age and injury risk means where like I could still see him fall a little bit or just like not pay off because of injury. And then the AJ Brown trade is why I don't want to completely ignore Devontae Smith. But I think
Yeah, no, for sure.
today you have the absolutely right take where Adams is in a tier above Devontae Smith.
What do you like? A lot of people are worried about this. What do you think? Are you like Steve thinks that that's going to happen? I I don't know. It feels like when they traded everybody away, they gave up on the future, or they gave up on the current time, and I think that that means that that GM probably is not going to do that, but maybe they do.
They could. It would suck, but
I'm fine with any of those three.
I would
By
go
the way,
Swift.
I mean, I would prefer Swift, and I don't have a lot of Javante, but like I think it would fit this pretty well. But
It would be kind of
just a thought.
to go Javante. I like personally, I've been pretty reluctant to be happy with the Javante click.
Me too.
Swift,
So like,
much
and
safe.
this is a war room. So like taking the pick we're more comfortable with is like I'm comfortable with this team. Like I know I've been pretty down on Bucky overall, but that was because like Jacobs, Walker, and Brees was going. Like
Uh-huh.
I think Bucky should have been closer to Kyron
Yes,
and
I think the
and I
team.
think ETN. I think ETN's like this like that pick. This room is smashing running backs up until there, and
Exactly.
then none, zero went. Like that is kind of wild.
That's why I just felt like we had to take Bucky
Yeah,
Irving there. The situation, I think we pushed it to its limit on just being
yeah.
comfortable with what our RB1 room is actually going to look
I don't
like.
know. Olave there with Swift as RB1 would feel really good,
I mean, it
but
would
we
be
don't know that that
great,
happens.
but
Like that changes the whole draft, right? Like
yeah, I,
maybe this guy doesn't like likes all doesn't like AJ Brown or doesn't like Bucky, and AJ Brown goes there, right? And we take it, and that changes all the other guys' picks down here. Like
yeah,
so the way it's worked out, I'm happy with what we have.
I'm very, very satisfied with what we got.
All right. The Jets seem hell bent on making Brees' life hell. They will franchise him and once again keep him around, no weapons, get him injured, and trade everyone but him when he begs. Like that is not out of the realm of possibilities for sure.
Most likely.
Yeah. So I would like naked Jaden Daniels if he fell to us. Um, I'm pretty in on Mike Evans,
I am as well.
and I don't think he's going to stay with Tampa. But this is a team. If we take Evans, if we want Baker later, we could take him, and it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right? So I'm pretty good with him here for sure.
Yeah, if he's still on the board, I am as well.
And
The
if not,
click is fine.
yeah,
Evans, I think, is the move.
right.
And that was another reason why I really didn't want to go
What-
Devontae Smith, where we took Adams, even though I thought about it for a second. I was like, I don't want to give myself a reason to take Hurts again.
I
Mixon
have
is fine,
I
but
I got a bunch of Hurts when he was in the 7th round. He was my second most drafted quarterback, and
okay.
it's limiting down now. Like I like him less now because he was going at like pick 76 to 82 every draft. He goes in the 6th most drafts now.
Right.
So
He's with
and I think that's probably the correct ADP, but I have a bunch of it at the later ADP.
I
I'm
think
not
once you get
pushing
to this
myself.
turn, it's totally fine. Totally fair.
Yeah, yeah. So with what's left, I mean, Hertz is here again. Jackson Dart, Trevor Lawrence. Um, would you feel comfortable pushing? Like we have a lot of late quarterbacks. I think we take another skill position here.
The price on Ramondre is starting to look better.
I'm fine. I'm
Ricky
fine with
Pearsall,
that.
I also like.
I like Tootin here a lot.
You do?
I do. Like I'm fine with either one. I'm fine with all three of these. So
How
whatever
much
you want.
If that's
Do
what you
what?
want to do, I am fine with that.
You say Tootin?
Let's go.
Okay.
That's what you.
So
Yeah.
like I'm pretty convinced that ETN's out. I've said this before rumors started happening. It just doesn't. It feels like the lack of success that Cohen's going to override. Like let's say Lawrence really wants ETN there. Well, Trevor Lawrence can only recommend to keep players. If they look at everything and see how bad of rushing success that ETN had, they're not going to want him back. At especially demanding a price. Like if he's demanding somewhat of a price, and I think he will after this season. And I think it's going to be kind of like the Rico thing from Dallas last year. They're going to take a cheaper guy early, and the system is what is producing there. And like, yes, they're going to add somebody. Tootin's not going to be like an elite only running back. But like, if they added, I don't know, Rico, I feel okay about a split with Rico and Tootin.
He at least already had a pretty major role on the goal line, and then the upside of them moving off of ETN, he's at least atop the pole position, and then it's just the nature that they drafted not just him but also LaQuint Allen last year that really indicates they're pretty comfortable moving off of ETN soon.
That's why I was fully out on ETN last year.
I think you make a good point. I could still see them bring him back or just bring in somebody else. Seems like committee is the move there in general, but he would be worth it if ETN is not returning.
Right. For me specifically, like for this team specifically, like Stevenson is the floor play and Tootin's the ceiling. And I kind of think that with Bucky and Swift, like we have guaranteed touches there. Like let's shoot for a little ceiling here.
That's legit. Yeah.
So like Stevenson would get some guaranteed points. Like not like Stevenson had a couple 20-point games, so like he doesn't not have ceiling.
Right.
But I think for the overall season, Tootin has I think he has a reasonable path to do that. And I do think that Stevenson's a good pick, but that doesn't Jadarian Price gets pulled up. You don't see that often.
No.
Do we want to
what's quarterback looking like?
I
say we take Stafford.
Yeah, let's just pull him up, and then on the way back, if we need to, we could just pull Baker up.
I'm fine with that.
And then, because I feel pretty comfortable with what we had. We know we're not getting Emmett here, but if he's there, I'm going to be happy with it if you are. But
yeah, I mean, in this next round,
in the 10th.
Gotcha.
Right.
Scroll up a little bit. The two teams at 6 and 7 do not have a quarterback yet.
Yeah, that's why I think we need to take Baker.
I agree. I think not preventing
the 6 wants Sutton or Purdy.
They have 2 attempts to snipe us on Baker, so I would just take Baker ahead of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And the cool thing to do forever in best ball was to push quarterback, right?
Right.
Now it's like everyone wants 3. We only know 24. Just take your guys. Now, I think this is going to change. I think we're going to try to push quarterback a little bit more. And now he has 3 already.
Right.
So now that changes the entire room. It's going to be scarce. So I think we have to even if we don't get him, do we
I'd be fine with Dix as well.
I'm not going to take we could just take Darnold on the turnaround as well.
I don't think Shuck will even make it back to us on the next round.
Oh, no, he won't. I mean, I would hate to do it to Paul, but naked Bo Nix would be the move if we don't get him. To me.
Yeah, I would have lobbied for Bo Nix if Baker got sniped.
Yeah, like no offense to Legion there with the Sutton pick, but
Yeah,
Naked Nix is
gotta do.
yeah, right. You can't like we're not drafting to ruin a team. We're drafting for our team at that point, and Paul knows that. Like Paul probably seen that could happen as well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, I have Price. I have Price very like just barely under Emmett Johnson. I think they're both very very good players. You heard Leia in the background. Is she ready to make her Who debut?
I think she was on
Yeah,
screen for a little bit at the top.
yeah. She was the star of the show at the beginning.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Uh, yeah. I this team feels really balanced. I like it.
I would agree. And I'm never uncomfortable with a team that pushes tight end to like
Right.
the double digit 12 plus rounds.
I don't know. Like, it feels like if you take an early tight end and you feel good about the team, you feel really, really good about the team.
Yeah.
Like I never push tight end, like do those 3 late, and think my team feels awesome.
But there
I
are some that I can target and feel like I'm not at a disadvantage.
right. So this is a 2 of 12, by the way.
Right.
Last year it wasn't, but it's a 2 of 10, 2 of 10 after that.
Yeah. Good.
So like I do like that. Yeah, as he said, I would have understood. I took Naked Jaden when you had Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you do what you need to do to build your team. And I always say sniping doesn't exist. You just go get your guys.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't make it feel better when it happens. like like
You know the risk involved. Like
yeah.
it just happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Pollard there, but like this looks I don't know what else he's got going on, but only going 0 RB is there. I don't love if Reed is the 5th when you only have 2 running backs, but I get it. I do think that he's kind of a value.
A little risky, but not
I'm fully Emmett Johnson here, but like I understand if you would want to push it and take a different position.
No, I don't
Like,
think
if,
our
like
running back room is like so confident that that's not a bad pick at all. Like
right. I mean, or we could take Jonah Coleman.
no,
or
we take
Tracy.
Emmett Johnson over Jonah
Yeah.
Coleman.
I mean, you don't have to ask me. I just thought I would throw another option out there, so I didn't feel like I was bullying you into it.
No.
No, yeah.
But
I mean, we're about to hit 60 likes. That would be my all-time high. That would be fantastic.
Smash like everyone. Most people watching, I assume, would have, but just in case
Yeah.
you haven't, drop a like.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 40. Like we still have. Oh, there we go. We got 60. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Like man, it always feels bad. Like you go in, like the first thing you do, you log in to a stream, you hit the like. Every once in a while, you log into the stream while you're getting ready to run to go do something, like to keep it up and just listen while you're in the background.
Yeah.
And then you see somebody say it and you forgot, and you're like, oh crap. Like, because it's not that you don't want to, it's that sometimes you just don't remember.
Or someone's just watching on the TV and it's just a bitch to do.
Oh yeah, yeah, it really is.
What does tight end look like?
I mean, I think we just go 3 quarterbacks here, lock up the stack.
JSN. Yeah, let's do it.
Like, especially with the way that this is. Like, if Sweetleaf wants it, they can have it.
Right.
But I think we just do that, and like this feels good. Like JSN, London, Adams, Evans feels solid, right?
Knowing what's still on the board at receiver, to have a top 4 like that, I think makes me fine leaving it alone for a little bit.
Yeah, and the run. So let's review the team real quick for those who are just listening. We got a 3-4-4-0, which is weird, but it feels good. Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Bucky Irving, DeAndre Swift, Tootin, and Emmett. Like that's a very fun running back room, I think. Like I know I've been out on Bucky at ADP for the most part. I think that the way I look at it is this is what his ADP should be in full PPR, and it should be a couple picks later. But like that arguing over that, like you should just take some of them. Like if you think the ADP like it's wrong by like 4 or 5 spots, that doesn't mean you should like fade the guy,
hmm Well,
right?
especially in context, like knowing the receiver room we still have, like
Yeah,
having Olave versus
yeah, yeah.
like
Versus Bucky.
Ramondre
Yeah,
as
I
our
think
one.
right. So JSN, Drake London, Adams, and Evans, like it just feels good. And I think that here we start looking at the tight end like you were asking last time.
Yeah,
I
it
think taking the like you look at what happened at quarterback in this room. Like they just took Stroud at 130, like Mendoza 127. Like it's a little up there. But I think we're going to see all the other quarterbacks go by 165 for sure.
yeah, especially those two teams in front of us on this turn,
Yeah.
they are pretty thin.
I mean, if these two guys make it to us, like I'm fine just locking it down.
What does tight end look like? Because
It's Sadiq, Jawan Johnson,
yeah,
Andrews, Kelsey, those guys.
yeah,
Uh,
I think if Dobbins is
like
there,
honestly, if we get one of these two,
I agree.
we could stop at 5 if we need to. You good with Tracy?
Yeah, Tracy's fine.
I mean, if we need to, we could stop at 5 and go 4 tight ends.
In,
Not saying we need to, but I'm
yeah,
just saying it's an
we
option.
could. We could.
Like that's why I want Tracy there is because it gives us the option to add a fun Stowers or Trig at the end of a solid 3 tight end room
Uh-huh.
for major upside.
What is our wide receiver options looking like on this next pick?
Ayuk, Downs, Bryant, Jalen McMillan.
That's probably the only one I would consider, but I feel like he can make it back.
Yeah, I think we go with like a Jawan or I think Jawan's the pick
I
here.
like Juwan if he's
Yeah.
available.
Sweetleaf there needs another tight end, so they may take him.
They
But
also,
I'm also like I'm fine with Andrews, Henry, and Sadiq as well. Like I like all these guys. So
Juwan, I think.
I have Jawan kind of clearly above the other ones. Not like miles ahead, but
He's
I
in a
think
good
it's
spot. He's a pretty reliable option.
right. And to be I feel really good about that offense over there. For sure.
Yeah, Kellen Moore, right? That's the
Yeah.
coach. I think he's building a good team. I think they are live to win that division next year.
It's not a hard division to get to the top of.
No,
Uh,
no.
I mean, like
The way they were competing in like the second half of the season, if that's when it all started, they were just as good as any other team in that division.
this is something nobody's talking about with it. Like, so Tyler Shuck's my number one guy, right? And I have Olave, like, I have him pretty, like, I know I have him ranked at 24, but my heart, I have him ranked at like 16.
At the position, what would you say his rank is for you?
So my rank of him is he basically where he is.
Okay.
Ahead of Pickens. Like I have Pickens in the next tier.
And if
And then
hypothetically,
I actually have Zay, McConkey, and T in the tier with Pickens
interesting.
and McMillan. And like Rice I don't know what to do with the Rice. Like I just don't know.
In regards to Olave, if they happen to draft Carnell Tate in the first round, do you change your opinion?
I think having a good number 2 just increases the odds that you're passing the ball, which increases the odds of you scoring full points.
All right. So you're all in on Olave then.
Yeah, like I think that currently it's fine. If Tate's there, it's like may he get less target share? Yes. Do I think that the team will get more first downs and therefore have more plays and all that? Yes. Do I think they'll score more points? Yes. So like
Okay. I
I'm
My only pushback is like a lot of his success was a bit correlated with the departure of Rashid Shaheed, and
yeah,
some
it
of
was.
that I think just inevitably rolls back a little bit. But the upside, I think, moving forward, and his connection with Shuck
I mean,
keeps.
Ayuk is here this late.
I got a lobby for Kelsey.
I'm in.
I think we can't ignore tight end.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was just saying that I think he's there. Like I think Kelsey was the right pick. So this is the thing nobody's talking about with the Saints and like their offense. Like everybody's kind of in on the Saints being a good offense now. Like
It appears that way. Yeah.
think of they get 6 games this year against teams that have bottom half of the league defenses.
Right.
Like, and there's no way that Carolina is going to be like those teams are going to become good defenses. The Bucks aren't going to become a good defense overnight. The Panthers aren't going to become a good defense. Like, I get the Bucks might have a chance to be like a top 12, like get to like 12.
They've been getting injured a
Like
lot lately, and
with Vita Vea, the guy they took last year, the linebacker, I can't remember his name. They took either last year or the year before, who was really good in the first round.
I can't recall either.
Yeah. Like they have a chance to get up there, but I don't feel like it's super likely. And like the Falcons, I know that their defense was really good at the end. Like we could go with him, or we could go with. I mean, I didn't know, or we could go with Barner, or we could just take
Um,
one of these wide receivers. So
honestly,
we still only have 4 receivers. So I think
I think receiver is probably the way to go, and I think Kamari DK piques my interest. But this price on Judy isn't bad.
which one do you want?
What's
Let's go with Judy.
I think we got such a big discount. Let's go Judy.
And that's actually about where I have him rated at 177. And he goes at 154.
Yeah, in this
I
round,
need to take him because I'm not going to get the chance.
yeah, it's more appropriate in this round than
Yeah.
what was it, like 20 picks
Yeah.
earlier.
So what do you think about that? Like nobody's really talking about the fact that this team gets to play against all these bad defenses.
I mean, it's a factor, but I wouldn't say it's like the most paramount thing in my consideration.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I mean, the
It's
thing
a nice
is,
boost. It's a good boost to be in that division for
right.
sure. And for
When
whatever reason, whenever like they usually play, other than some odd like weird rivalry games with the Bucks, there's a lot of like odd shootouts with them. Like they can get into a weird like 30-28 game in division.
the other
They're
thing is,
safe to bet on either.
down the stretch, the Saints were actually the defense in that division that performed the best. So like
They were getting
like I'm not saying they were good, but like they were
they
were
started to
solid.
believe. They started to really believe that they could win.
Yeah. Yeah, because when Shuck got in there, like they're going to have that again. They're actually a pretty veteran defense. I haven't looked at see how many defensive players are losing or whatever, and all
Right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
But that may like the better their defense is, the more plays they're going to run as well, right? So like if they draft a receiver and their defense is better, like they're going to run more plays per game most likely. Kellen Moore at Dallas was absolutely a pace of play guy. Like played a whole bunch of snaps all the time. Like I just think that that's one reason I'm into the Saints overall. I feel like it's an environment that's going to produce a lot of plays, which give you better chance to get the touchdowns.
Yeah, and Shuck throws a really catchable football. Like
He
if
does.
I had one kind of complaint
Oh,
about
almost got him back. I mean, he's my boy.
that's okay though.
He's my boy.
You don't have to convince me, but
I have like my top receivers right now are Omar Cooper, Jaden Reed, Torrey Horton.
I'm pretty sure
And-
Torrey is my number one.
Horton is.
So
I know I have Franklin ranked above him, but I don't know
not.
if I honestly believe.
I don't.
I think that was more. I want to make sure, like,
Yeah,
I want to make sure to get some of them, and if Horton's right behind him, I'm probably just going to click Horton anyway. But like, I do think that they're different play. Like, Horton to me has a gigantic ceiling, and
Yeah.
I'm probably chasing that at this point. Generally,
we also have
but-
Darn-
yeah, correct. Franklin, I think, like, I'm not saying he's a good week to week play, but he's guaranteed to have a place on that offense, and he's going to score some usable weeks. And in round 16, I think that's something that you need, right?
I think it was where he's going now. Like if he circled back, then I think he would be probably the pick to make for sure. But I think it's notable that the team in front of us, Legion, has Bo Nix, was getting the discount and still passed for AJ Barner.
I
Yeah, like
so something that we've been talking about. I don't think he's in our Discord or in my Discord. Do you want to go with one of these running backs, or do you want to like secure up the third tight end since we waited?
I'm kind of thinking Colby Parkinson is the.
Really?
We could push for
Like,
Kate Otten. What does receiver look like? Because that's also our weakness.
Trey Tucker's here.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And he's a spike week guy, so
Yeah.
that was the other option. I was just curious. Otten is a free agent, by the way.
Gotcha.
Just so you know, like Otten is one of those underrated prospects to go to Washington because he does everything. Like he can block as well, and they have John Bates, who is just a blocking tight end, but Otten would allow them to run the 12 personnel stuff and have one of them be a receiver, and he would always be the receiver in that, and they would be able to run quite a bit more. And I think that like that fit is really good. I kind of think that they're going to kind of target Likely
Okay.
to complement Jake Bates or John Bates. Sean Bates. But like it would also make sense to have Kate Otten if they want to run some 12 personnel stuff.
Yeah, he's very versatile. He's pretty underrated. He gets a lot of targets, and like when they need him, he is a trustworthy go-to target. Yeah, she's making herself known.
We're almost to 69 likes. We got
Nice.
65. Big question is, are we almost to 420? We are closer, but we're not. We need 5 more subs to get to 420 for the blunt stream. It wasn't faded apparently. It felt faded. I told him before the stream. I was like, I almost messaged you and asked if you wanted to push it back to Tuesday to try to capitalize on this. And
try my best, man.
And like I mean, I still thought that there was a shot. I thought it was thin, really thin, but it's kind of a meme thing. Like I'm just glad to have you on. Honestly, like I've had a really good time.
I almost want to get to that number and then be the unlike person so that I'm number 420.
I think everybody's going to do that. Like I think like if it gets to 419, it's going to be a lot of people. Like I think people probably would unlike at that point or unsub.
You might want to check the live
Yeah.
when that's happening.
I'll get to that question in a second. So meow.
Someone's hungry.
So wide receiver, Keon Coleman, tight end. Do we want to just go to Pat Fry?
Frymuth.
Yeah. I got a feeling you didn't only like him because he was a stack.
No. From a potential standpoint, like definitely assuming Jonnu leaves, like he was the main guy you wanted in fantasy from a Bestball standpoint last season, and like we completely let him fall like a rock once they signed Jonnu, and like he went undrafted. I feel like he's still being punished for that, but context, everything considered, he should be going much higher.
All right, so I'm fine with Claiborne. There's another player that's out there that I think you would be okay with. We'll talk about it in a second. Let's answer this question. Do you think Tyrene goes back to KC? Or what team would you think uses him the way we want in the fantasy? I think the Commanders are the sneaky team. They're not sneaky because I think they're the number 2 odds. But I think that the Commanders would make a lot of sense. I know Terry's a down the field threat kind of guy, but Tyreek is different at that, right?
I think he's going to be a Raider.
You think the Raiders? So Jeremy Bernard does go. That was the pick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in on Fields now. I wasn't before. I'm fine with either one of these. Is there anybody you like?
I do think Devin Neal is kind of interesting. Ray Davis is interesting, but the swing on Demont Claiborne is fine. Malachi Fields, though, if you want him.
I think Claiborne's the right pick with this room because we need, like, we could have stopped at 5.
Right.
And that's where I want him. And no offense to Devin Neal, but I have too much exposure to him.
Okay, you're good.
Because I have I've taken him a bunch with the Shuck stuff.
Mhm.
He's like I've got like 15% Neal. I don't want to be at that number for him, right?
It makes a lot of sense.
So like I'm definitely in on him as a good pick down here. I have more Claiborne because on teams that I build that are like this, Claiborne's my go-to. Like Claiborne and Washington, I intermix on those teams. I like Washington as a prospect a little more, like an overall prospect and a better chance to hit. But Claiborne is the guy that could easily just get 25 in a week. Like he could take 2 long plays in a week, and everybody's like, "Where did that come from? Who is this guy?" Kind of thing.
Because of my typical builds and a propensity to grab like Rodgers this late, or just like what I'm kind of stuck with, I've usually for the sixth running back that I take or this late, it's usually always in the 20th round, and I end up taking Adam Randall a lot more often. But
I like Randall too.
I feel like
I
I'm mixing in Malik Washington more.
Mike.
Mike, yeah,
Malik is also a good pick now
I
because
guess both of them, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Mike, I have it Mike, Claiborne, and then Randall. So I have a little bit of all of them.
Gotcha.
And Randall, like, I don't know, I just kind of pick at random. Like Randall is pretty much there in round 20 every time,
Right.
most of the time. So, and so is Mike. Claiborne, you kind of have to make a decision to just take him sometimes in round 19.
Mhm.
Like, because he doesn't usually make it.
I like the Tess Johnson click.
Let's do that. I was gonna ask you if there was any stacks. Like I think that Steve on FanSpeak brought up a good point. It could be the Rams could sign Tyreek to like a low like what they signed Tutu, the 1 year 10 million. And Tyreek gets to live in LA for a year, gets to play part-time basically and chase a ring.
I kind of feel like some of the off-field things with Puka were a bit of a headache for Sean McVay in the
Yeah,
media questions that they
that's a
don't
good
want
point.
to deal with a head case like that.
All right, so the Bills, I mean, I think that Tyreek isn't going to require a whole bunch of money. I think he's going to be on a 1 year deal, like a 1 year, like all money up front kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
So if like 1 year, 14 million or whatever, like league minimum paycheck every week, but all of it in upfront signing bonus kind of stuff.
I
And then if a team needs to just get rid of him, they just get rid of him, and it doesn't cost them next year.
I feel you. My thought on it is like he feels like someone that would take just as much money as possible, just and not give a fuck because of the situation he's in. And like the Raiders have the most cap space, and I think they're going to fall for it.
I think the Shaheed ends up there, who's a younger version of that player. That's why I don't.
I think Shaheed also ends up there.
I mean, yeah, I guess who better to learn from than Tyreek? You know, yeah, we will review all the teams for the War Room because this is the last draft we're going to do, and hopefully we get 69 likes by the end of this. We're at 67 right now.
Let's hit 70. Let's hit 70.
I mean, that would be even better, but you got to get to point A before you get to point B. And Jamie was rooting for 69, so of course Jamie was rooting for 69. So the Celebrity High is on the Firemouth case because Jonnu is likely to get cut, and bullish for the OC stuff. If that's true, where does Jonnu land? And like that's a really, really, really good thought. Flyfish is always in the chat and always asking good questions. And like a lot of the time when Flyfish ask about stuff, I think about it like off stream and kind of decide if the way because that's what I like to do. Like I don't mind being wrong. I just want to know that I was wrong. And like, if you have an opposing view, I want to hear it. That way, I can look into the opposing view to see if that changes my mind.
I think if you were going to take Johnny with like a plan to try to stack and get lucky, Herbert I think is an interesting candidate because like the Mike McDaniel connection, they got a lot of cap space. If he does sign,
I didn't even think about that. But the thing is, I don't know if like I guess if he landed in Washington, like he just instantly becomes like a 14th round pick or whatever.
Well, I don't think he's good enough to be anyone's tight end one that isn't Arthur Smith or someone that he knows. Like when he went to New England for a year, he fucking sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So is a mid second neighbors asking too much for someone that might not be able to be back to play in week 6? I mean, it all depends. Like if he's healthy, it's a good pick. If he's not healthy, it's a bad pick. Like if he's not healthy, he should be going where Rashid Rice went last year at the end in round 4 or 5. But I wonder, like, if he only misses 2 weeks, I think it's fine. Like, I don't love it, but I think it's fine because all the money is won in the last or in week 17. So it doesn't matter where you draft them as long as you can get that team to the playoffs. Really.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But oh no, it's all good. Fair because of suspension, right? Yeah, like yeah, and it is different because like even if he comes back in week 6 and it took him that long to get ready, that doesn't mean he's going to be healthy. But the whole like you just have to get them to the playoffs, and then it's just the names on the team. Your first bigger board, thanks all a bunch. This was not a bigger board. This was a war room. Were you in? You weren't in here, were you? Oh, you were in here. This is a war room, sir. Not sure if you were also doing a bigger board, but that would be bold. All right, we'll review this team. We got a 3-6-8-3. We have Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Running backs, Bucky Irving, DeAndre Swift, Bashaw Tootin, Emmett Johnson, Tyrone Tracy, and Claiborne. This is a sweet value on him, which we gave up by taking my boy and apparently your boy now too, Emmett Johnson. This is a very fun running back room. And I know I'm getting to where I think I was out on Bucky. Now I'm like okay with Bucky. I'm not like pushing for him, but I think he's a good pick.
I also like the price on Baker so much that I've been just trying to acquire more bucks.
I haven't been able to get to Baker and like it feels bad. So I'm really glad this happened. And I think that the Darnold pick for the third quarterback like makes total sense because we don't have the big rushing upside on this. So why not make sure we get 3 stacks with elite? We got our first round pick, our third round pick, and our fourth round pick, or our third, fourth, and first round pick all stacked up, and possibly this guy.
There's a chance.
A wide receivers.
And Tez Johnson.
Yeah, we do. And Torrey Horton.
We got a lot of stacks on this team. And then London's our number 2. Like our receiving team is fucking. The price on Judy also makes it more reasonable.
Yeah, we have here's our wide receivers: JSN, Drake London, Adams, Evans, Jerry Judy, Horton, Tucker, Tez Johnson. No rookies, but it feels really fun. We have a ton of upside. We have stacks everywhere. We got a big discount on Jerry Judy, who that's my second click up, I think.
Yeah, I can't say I've taken much of him either. Probably second max as well.
And then tight end, Juwan Johnson, Travis Kelce, and Pat Freiermuth. That feels awesome.
Yeah, to wait. That's why I never really hate the teams I wait on tight end with, because it's like you can find your way to this combo, and especially with Kelce, I do think there is one person that should be going more reasonably higher that just isn't, and that's like the fact we got Kelce on this team, I think seals it as a viable, competitive, legit team.
Cobra with the comment of the day. Leia is mad that you didn't get Rome Meow Dobbs.
She is upset, but like unjustifiably, because there's still some food on her plate and she's just being a bitch at this point.
But you abandoned her for a whole weekend.
I got a girlfriend now, man. There's other demands. She ain't the only pussy in my life.
We got from the one spot, Alex 3683. We got Bryce Young, Cam Ward, Daniel Jones, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Jalen Warren, Chuba Hubbard, Mike Washington, DJ Giddens. Giddens is a pick I've made twice. It's a good pick at the end, and I don't see many people doing it,
I
and
forgotten about.
I forget about it like every once in a
Yeah,
while.
that
But
is a good pick.
yeah, that's a good pick. I have a War Room. No, at my bigger board, I took Halani with the last pick, and I wish I would have thought of Giddens in
Yeah,
that one.
I
Like,
would.
I don't hate the Halani pick. I think he should be drafted some. There were no running backs left. None. Zero. I think Giddens had actually went. I think I was going to take Giddens and he went. Wide receiver, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Carnell Tate, Pittman, Jalen Coker, Ayuk at 168. Like, I haven't selected him yet. We were thinking like I would have at that pick, but I do think that Kelsey was the right pick for us. So that's a fine ADP for him. Io Manor and Leggett feels really good. You got the Bryce Young stack with Leggett there and Coker. Cam Ward, you got the Alec Io Manor stack with Gunnar Helm. I figured you had Helm. Kraft Theo Helm. This is like three. Like I have 15% of all three of these guys. This is like my dream room.
That's a good tight end room.
Yeah. Yeah. This is an awesome team. All of it stacked.
I mean, quarterback is just let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
But when you wait, that's the risk. No, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, just I'm a Star Wars fan. That's all.
Yeah, I figured that's where it was.
I had a dog in the past. Her name was Cleo,
So-
and this cat's name is Leia.
So I think I got this right on one of your streams before. You live in LA, right?
Yes, I do. Born and raised.
You've worked on a movie set or something. Like I think Jamie said you were on a show at one point.
I'm an actor. I grew up an
Yeah.
actor. I've been working in some capacity since I was like 7 years old. As a random gigs. I'm on IMDb. I don't have a headshot on IMDb, but I was in My Name is Earl, probably like one of my biggest claims to fame, I guess, an episode of My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
And,
It was like I think he said like episode 15 or something of season 2 or
episode 15, Foreign
Okay.
Exchange Student is my episode. But I also
I'll have to go watch it.
it's a good episode. I wish My Name is Earl had gotten like a final season send off like it deserved. That show was fire, and I'm like, in hindsight, pretty proud to be related to it because there's a lot of like really awesome comedians and actors that have been on that show, and like I only have a few scenes, but like to be linked to it in any way is pretty nice. So
Yeah.
I also do background aside from this. Like I'm a background actor usually once a week or so, and that's a pretty fun gig. Always something random, different, and yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool for sure.
It's fun, man. It's not. I got lucky, but with the exposure of living and growing up here, and there was a time when I didn't really like value some of those opportunities, and now I view them as like a privilege to have, and I'm really grateful, and it's been nice.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how stupid you are when you're younger. It's good, like and what you don't value and stuff. And you look back on it, and you're like, man, like what was I doing?
Only knew, but
yeah. All right, so back to this. We got Game Tights team. We got a 3-6-8-3. We got Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kenneth Walker, Bigsby, Jaden Blue, Caleb Johnson, Devin Neal. He absolutely did the double anchor and done it to like that's a really like I don't like the Jaden Blue click. I understand it. I don't like the Caleb Johnson pick, but I understand it. Like those are understandable picks. It gets very ugly down there. Your double anchor.
Reached on Tank Bigsby, but of all handcuffs, you don't have to convince me.
Yeah, absolutely. I would personally like something a little higher at some point. I'm assuming your wide receiver room is like insane.
Let's take a look.
Pickens, Igbuka, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, Tesla, Trey Harris, Franklin, and Flournoy. It feels pretty good. I thought it was like there you go. You got 3 mid tight ends. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
now.
Laporta, Ferguson, and Strange. I probably would have pivoted off of one of those picks. Are they all? Oh, they're all stacked, aren't they? They're all okay. He triple stacked the tight ends. That's a fun thing. Like you
Yeah.
could definitely tell that you spent capital. Like that's a lot of capital there and a lot of capital there. So the other two positions do feel a little weak, but it's absolutely something unique. I don't hate the players you took. I think that one of these picks, so like either at quarterback or at tight end, needed to be a running back. Like I think that the wide receivers, I think I feel better about because you got the top. Like not having the third running back probably feels good,
Yeah, I
or
think
probably feels a little thin. Like and this is just me critiquing. I really like the thought of what you done. Like I really do like that. It's a lot of capital in the two onesie positions.
and there were a few reaches that I think make some of the like board decisions line up a little bit
Yeah.
shaky. Like the Tank Bigsby reach, I think might like cost you, but then Troy Franklin also
I
falls
mean,
to like the
let's look.
190s.
All the guys are gone. He had to. Like if
Yeah,
he doesn't like Vidal or Simpson,
yeah. Sometimes the
Singleton,
board
like
makes you pay.
yeah, like I think that that's fine to take him there.
I agree
Because
in
like
hindsight. And then Franklin, he gets to come back around, so
I mean
it pays
he
for itself.
had to take a running back there. Like he had to because that was his
Right.
third, right? And at every point, running back dried up on his way back. Some asshole in the 5 spot just took all the guys. Like we took Emmett Johnson going towards him. We took Tryon Tracy going to him. Uh, Tracy probably doesn't make it to him, but
Yeah,
it definitely feels like he went with something. Like he didn't like every once in a while on the corners, it just doesn't seem to work out
you
like
can't
it
get
usually does.
stuck
Yeah. I don't know if that's what happened. It definitely feels like that's what happened. Let us
a
know.
little bit, but
Like
I think
I love the triple tight end stacks. It just
that
sucks that
is
those tight
very
ends are all in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, you got a 2684 here from Losimo. Lamar Jackson, Malik Willis. That's a interesting to stop at 2 with those. Josh Jacobs, Kyle Monangai. I think I'd be 50-50. I think I'd be okay with that in 18 rounds for sure. Uh, Jacobs, Monangai, Blake Corum, Trey Benson, Katron Allen, and Emmanuel Wilson. Puka Nakua, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Juwan Jennings, Adonai Mitchell, Jacoby Lane. That's absolute fire. Love
Yeah,
that.
it's an elite receiving room.
And then Fannin, Schultz, Ferg, and Stowers. I like throwing like you got the elite, and then you threw 2 more and Stowers on.
I don't know if he
I
needs 4.
I I don't know what quarterbacks were available there, but like
I might have moved off the Schultz pick, but
I mean, let's look at the board and see what was available
yeah,
there.
what was it?
Like Shadur was it, right? 'Cause he
Um,
took Schultz up
the
here.
15th round.
So Penix and Brissett and McCarthy and Rogers all went before it came back to him.
Yeah, or like
So
Shador over Terrence Ferguson, I guess might have been an option.
yeah, yeah, that's nitpicking. I think it's fine.
Very-
I think those two are fine. Um, yeah, no, I think it's a really good room as well. The hand either the handcuff or the Josh Jacobs does get cut or moved.
I mean, you need a lot to break right with those running backs though. Like Manungai Corum as the 2 and 3 scares me a little.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all the teams. So
I'll have
just
to
hold
log
on.
off after.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I agree. You do kind of need a lot to go right, and like I like Katron Allen a lot. Like I don't. I feel like I I do think he's clearly the 5th best running back in this class, but I think that he goes so late that he's in the dollar range, and it feels like you should definitely click him some. And I think it fits in that team for sure. So Sweet Leaf here, 2783. You got Joe Burrow, you got Jalen Hurts. Running back, Derrick Henry, Brees Hall, Travion Henderson, Tajay Spears, Nicholas Singleton, Joe Mixon, and Jordan James. I know this says 2783, but it's more like a 2683. Mix it. I'm just gonna hate on the Mixon pick every time somebody makes it because I can. Let's make it a meme. Let's we're just gonna do it. I like I said, I'm just not doing it. It's a high upside pick. I personally think there's like zero chance that he is in Houston specifically. I think he could be on a team. I don't think Houston will be that team.
If he plays, though, you'd assume he probably gets some points, but that's
Yeah,
just
I mean, if he plays at all,
bet on.
his ADP is insane.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Jacoby Myers, a little bit of a discount. Jordan Addison, Denzel Boston with a big discount. Denzel Boston randomly falls, and it doesn't make sense. Tyreek again is. Are you a Tyreek Hill stand person?
You got to take some. I mean, like the upside's so high, but like I think there's some really bad outcomes as well that I don't want to be overweight on him, but I don't want to be under 7%.
Right. I'm asking Sweetleaf there because I think they've taken him at least in 2 of the drafts, maybe all 3. I think it's definitely in 2 of them. And sometimes it's just like we took Kelsey twice. I'm not a Kelsey stand. Like I'm not a big Kelsey stand guy. I think he's a good draft. Like sometimes the way the drafts are going with the people you're drafting with that day just happen to fall that way.
I've sadly become a Kelsey guy. This
Man, look at you. You've seen the light. You've seen the light. You've seen
not kidding at all, but everyone just assumes he's retiring, and I don't think that's going to happen. So
he got Burrow.
Once he skyrockets up, I will never click him again. So
that is a fun click. Mitchell Tinsley. I love that. I love that pick. Jeremy Bernard, Mitchell Tinsley. I love that.
Tinsley, good luck.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun big board pick.
Yeah.
And then Goddard, Sadiq, and Gesicki. Like, not enough people are taking Gesicki on Burrow teams.
He's absolutely legit.
Yeah. Paul here. We got a 4, 6, 7, 3. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins, Tua. Like I'm gonna mix in some Tua now. I think that it feels very likely he starts since we know the Dolphins plan on releasing him if nobody trades for him. And then running, do what?
Where do you think he might go?
I've been saying for a while, I think they cut him and he signs a league minimum contract to Minnesota and he gets to throw to Jefferson. Like, I think that's an underrated thing. I think the likelihood of that is like 20%, but I think that is something nobody's talking about. I think the likelihood of it is way higher than the lack of sound about it.
Okay.
Because the Vikings don't have any money. So if the Dolphins cut him, they have to pay him. So it would be like the Russell Wilson situation to where he could just sign league minimum and then the basically whatever team signs him pays him league minimum. And then the Dolphins, like, that money gets taken off of what the Dolphins actually owe him.
Gotcha.
So
I don't know where he would go. That would be an ideal spot. My back of my mind, like, sneaky option for him is like the Falcons have him back up Penix because it's lefty and lefty. That's my only, like, maybe, but
yeah, that's just a thought there. Running back, CMC, Barkley, Judkins, Coleman, Dobbins. That's awesome. That feels really good.
That's pretty interesting. Dobbins is the 5th is fire.
Yeah, and then Mason may just be the starter. Like, there's rumors that Jones gets cut or moved or something.
I think they saved like over $7 million, so it makes a lot of sense.
Wide receivers, Olave on a disc. He's been falling. I don't get it. Garrett Wilson, Sutton. I take some Sutton, but very little. I think it's a guy you mix in, and it feels really good with with your starts here. Alec Pierce, Diggs, Shakir, Booty. I think you could stop a 7 there. I think that makes sense. And then Barner, Colby, and Taylor. Yeah, it's a really good team.
It's the last draft, so the last round, so it doesn't matter. But I might have gone like Antonio Williams or someone instead of Tua, but just to get to 8.
I mean,
I feel like a rookie receiver.
Tua could easily go to the Jets. So it kind of looks like he's trying to stack Cousins or Tua to the Jets. I think.
Taking a swing on those 2 free agents that are clearly on the move in some capacity and probably going to be vying, I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Another 4 quarterback team. Good thing we went early.
Yeah, these were the 2 teams behind us.
Yeah. That we were like, hey, let's make sure they don't have a good time. Like if we may have a good time, but we're going to make sure these two don't have a good time. We're gonna,
Unfortunately, yeah.
all right, a 4-6-8-2. You got Jordan Love, Mendoza, Brissett, and Shadur Sanders. That's a very serviceable room. Like
Yeah,
Brissett plus Sanders equals like 1.5 quarterbacks. So
the volume.
like I think they're both like 0.75 a quarterback this year, right? like I'm not hating on either one. I'm just saying like I think Shadur's a good pick if he's just going to start, but you don't expect him to play for you that many games. But he helps your floor in bye weeks and stuff. Shadur, running back, Jonathan Taylor, Ramondre, Price, Braylon, Brooks, Ray Davis. I really like that as well. That feels really good. Like you got upside here, you got upside here. Ramondre is going to have a job. Braylon is going to at least have a job as well. Like, so you have 2 guys who are guaranteed to get touches every week, and then you have 2 gigantic swings and a bell cow. Like, it feels good. And then Ray Davis is a really good handcuff that I don't ever take.
Brooks scares me, I'll be honest.
I mean, he scares me, but like, does having 0 scare you
Um,
or not? Like I want a piece of the Dave Canales run
entirely.
game. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. But if they don't add somebody, I think Brooks is going to be like, I think Brooks goes up because the Dave Canales run game is commitment to it.
Gotcha.
Wide receiver, A.J. Brown, Burden, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison, Matthew Golden, Shaheed, Isaiah Bond. I love Bond with Shadur, Kyle Williams. And then Bowers likely. That feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well built team. I've done 4 quarterback more than I would like to admit this year. And it's usually on something like this where I went like Bowers Kelsey or something and just called it good. Like,
Yeah.
and I got froze.
4 QBs, 2 tight ends with Bowers there. That checks out. That's good.
I went QBBC. We got Champ here. A 2-6-10-2. Caleb, Justin Herbert. I think Bryson, or I think no, okay, it wasn't. Bryson's also in here. Does Champ usually go 2 quarterback? I need to go back and look, see if he almost predominantly goes 2-6-10-2. I think he kind of is. Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, running back. Achane brought Chase Brown up to be unique. I actually kind of like that. Travis Etienne, Gainwell, Tucker, and B-Rob.
Great room.
I mean, I despise the Travis Etienne
Oh,
pick.
you do? Okay.
I think there's so if he re-signs with the Jaguars, does he move up? I think he stays where he's at. And I think that, and I mean, every draft's individual. So like if you need a running back and he's there, take him, right? If you like the wide receivers later and you think that ETN is in the same group with like Devontae Adams, take him. Like it's fine. Like nothing, I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I just don't think that, I think that there's so many situations. If he's not with Jacksonville, and I don't think he's going to land there, I've said that a couple times. Where does he go that he is worth the same?
Dallas.
Like, I think that feels right, but I don't think it is right. I think that his value on Jacksonville would be higher than what it would be on Dallas. That's just me.
Like you said, like the Beischel Tootin case and like the committee there, you know, would he be more involved? I think Dallas is going to commit so heavily to him. I think that's where like he could really vault up, and he's shown the ability to drop like 30 plus points in any given week. And even though he's not consistent, and there's a reason why he was going outside the top 100 for a long time last year, at the position, I'm fine taking him because of how quickly it drops off after him. But I get you make very solid case that the risk is not worth it at all.
This is where I'm at. I have Scadaboo 1 pick ahead of him.
I see.
Like I think that like if he goes to free agency, what is the chances he lands with Dallas as well, right? Like, there's so many. Like, if he lands with Kansas City, like, I think the fantasy community will really like it. I think he'll be fine, but I don't. I still think I want Scadaboo there, right? And like, there's two options for him to go to a spot that are make this ADP worth it in my eyes. So like, I'm out. I understand it though, like you were saying, it's a positional value thing.
And I think you
Uh,
make some very valid points as well. I think being cautious with the optimism is also wise.
yeah, that, and like, I plan on drafting for a long, long time, and if he ends up on if he ends up on Jacksonville or Dallas, I'll just adjust. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what
If he
and
does,
that's not
I'm gonna have to adjust. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like if he ends up on I don't know, like Kansas City, do you think he still goes at that pick, or do you think like
Probably,
KC probably does?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Arizona needs somebody. Just where's he
That's an interesting spot. Yeah,
like what will happen? Like, I'm just curious.
but I think he'd fall if he went to Arizona.
Right. All right. So anyway, enough on that.
Yeah,
Kenneth Gainwell, Sean Tucker, and like, I like the room overall though. Like, even though I don't like that individual pick, like, absolutely fits this room, and this room is built really well.
uh-huh.
Wide receivers absolutely got pushed. He had 10 of them. Quentin Johnson, DJ Moore, Debo Samuel, Rome Meow Dobbs, Jalen McMillan, Calvin Ridley, Chimere DK, Devon Vele, Rashad Bateman, and Malik Washington. I mean, that feels pretty good for pushing.
To push, every click is justified.
Yeah, and then Gadsden, Loveland stopping it too. Like, I think this is a really, really good team.
Yeah, pretty unique as well.
Yeah, like
I don't think you'll find many combinations like this.
yeah, upside. Like, all of these picks other than Dobbs have just tons of upside, basically.
I love the Chimera DK ADP. So he seems like
I'm
clearly the
so
most
in on it.
valuable Titan.
I'm also so in on it. And then the last one, I think. Let me look. Yeah, I think this is the last one. If you are here and I didn't review you, say something. So we got a 3683 here from Bryson, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, CJ Stroud. Running backs: Omarion Hampton, Javonte Williams, Tyler Algier, JCM at 135. I do think he's fine there. Brashard Smith and Chris Rodriguez. Feels good. I'm not taking much Smith. I'm only taking him with Mahomes, but I do think he's worth a pick late if you need somebody.
I
I
feel a bit out.
I mean,
I'm passing on Pritchard.
Yeah, I'm pretty out on it as well. But I mean, it's round 19 or whatever, like,
Right.
17. Like,
right.
I like Washington and like some of the rookies more. I like Ollie Gordon more, but I don't think it's like, it's not one of those picks that late in the draft I think is like, you're an idiot. You know, it's
Right.
not like I've seen some people taking some wild picks in the last round.
I do like Chris Rodriguez as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, this is something underdone. The Washington doubles. Like,
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Wide receivers: Amon-Ra, Higgins, JMO. Did he get Goff? He missed out on Goff. Jordan Tyson, Ricky Pearsall, Bryant, Dell, and Cooper. That is an insane room.
Yeah, the receiver room puts everything else to
Yeah. Like, I probably would have either not taken Cooper or not taken Dell and added somewhere. I don't know where. Probably tight end. Andrews, Hawkinson, Trigg. Maybe tight end. I don't know. But you don't know what it's gonna be until the end. But like, at the Omar Cooper pick, I think he's an awesome pick. But with this start, that's a lot of capital. Like,
yeah, I think your take on the Tank Dell pivot is probably worthwhile.
Right. I mean, I'm Cooper over Dell, so I'm partial. But like,
like a position.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah, and like, it's whatever. Like, one of those two picks, I think, just needed to be, honestly, any position. Like, well, running back or tight end. But that's a very minor critique. Like, I think that this room is awesome. I think that this room is really, really good.
Yeah.
And like, adding a fourth tight end versus having Tank Dell, maybe Tank Dell is the right call. I don't know. Like, honestly.
We will see.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Go sub to Nice and Blunt down below. It's in the descriptions. He did an awesome job today. I'm super happy you came on. I had a blast.
Happy to be here, man.
For those who don't know, and I don't think we said anything, we're gonna do some live some pre-recorded stuff for tomorrow for his channel tomorrow. So be sure, if you liked our synergy, I think we kind of got along pretty well. I think it flowed really well today.
Yeah, I think we had some good good takes and good tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you like that, go sub to him so you can go watch us discuss some other things tomorrow. I don't know when you're going to release it, but we're going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
and whenever it comes out, it comes out. But
this week for sure, in the coming days, absolutely.
Yeah, but I am going to find. So Toxic Tower is live right now, and so is my buddy Bayou Bengal. I'm going to find the Bayou Bengal link, and I'm going to drop it in there during the outro. Go ahead and head on over there. Give him a sub. Give him a like as well. Thanks to everybody for coming out. And by the way, if you stay in, we can talk afterwards. So
sounds good.
Take care, everybody. Peace.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came in chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire.